Hit that like and subscribe button. How you guys doing? I am attorney Michael Eline. Let me just get my comms good here. Give me some 5x5s if I got good comms in the sidebar, guys. Excited to come on a little bit early. Hey, BZ, how you doing, bro? Throw me some 5x5s so I can see if you guys got comms on me. Well, I'm glad at least you got a notification. I've been getting a lot of people telling me they're not getting notified, but that makes sense because the thought police, they just want to take down my freaking doggone channel there, right? So hopefully we got somebody can tell me in the sidebar if we're good to go. Hey, Ghost Man. Okay, cool, but you guys hear me? You got a out freaking standing. I don't know what's going on, guys. Yeah, so as you guys know, I didn't work this last Friday, so I've been playing major catch up, and I had to attend the Marine Corps birthday on Sunday, so I recorded that, and so that kind of prevented me from getting a lot of work because normally I work on the weekends too. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ghost Man. Thanks, BZ. And of course, BZ ordered me to record the Marine Corps birthday. I had no choice because it was either that or I had to do 300 push-ups. So because of that, I've been behind a little bit at my regular job which is how I make a living. But anyways, I am a California and Texas personal injury attorney, but I got my start doing appellate work in criminal defense. And so my background is, appeals, criminal defense, and also civil rights. And civil rights, even though I hate that word civil rights because it's something that came after the 14th Amendment, which I believe made us all slaves under judge-made law. I think that our rights are unalienable and they're granted by our creator, like John Locke and most of our founders believed. I think all of our founders believed, actually. So I have some problems with the modern academic version of what our rights are. I don't think we have civil rights. I think we have unalienable rights. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree. So I think I figured out how I'm going to do these shows from now on. It's been about 6 months. I started doing this because my buddy Chili DeCastro over at Delete Laws got thrown in the tank on an illegal and unlawful arrest. And so I helped him run his Delete Laws channel. I mean, not, totally. I mean, Brian also helped me from Here's the Deal. And we just did our best to try to keep his channel going because that's what I believe in. I believe that you're obligated to help your brothers or sisters when they have problems. And that comes from my father and also from being a Marine, that you don't let your unit down. The unit comes first and you take care of your people, period. So that's where that philosophy comes from. But it's also the same philosophy that our founding fathers had. And so tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about John Dickinson, but I said at the beginning, I think I got this figured out how we're going to do this. So a lot of people are telling me they love it when I do the prank videos and the comedy stuff, but I want to teach you guys what I know about the law and about natural law, about our all-powerful creator, where our rights come from. So I think I figured out a good balance, and I'm hoping I'll get some good stuff from you guys at the end about how I'm doing my shows. But if you've noticed, last time I did some pretty funny videos before I did Brick, and I did a BZ show, but now I'm back to my regular programming. And so what I think I'm going to do is, do some regular cop watch videos, and then towards the middle, do some constitutional Bill of Rights type stuff to educate you guys. So kind of make it like a show. Like, I don't know if you guys ever remember the Rush Limbaugh show. It was really funny. It was hilarious. He had, back in like the 80s or 90s, he had this TV show where he would do some comedy, but then talk about some serious stuff. So I kind of liked that programming. And so I'm going to try to do something, but it'll be the Mike Eline version of that. And I'm hoping that you guys will like it because my joy and my love is teaching the law and where our rights come from. And they don't teach you that in schools. They used to teach you about the revolution, that our country was basically founded. Our revolution started because the king tried to seize our powder houses, our gunpowder, our guns. And when I was growing up, we used to have these cool cartoons like, I'm just a bill, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Like, they used to actually teach you about things that mattered instead of, like, genital mutilation. And if you don't accept that, you're a racist, bigot, and a homophobe, which is the modern leftist version of history. And so I just loved that. And they even had these cool videos, or they weren't videos back then, but animations where they would talk about the revolution. They would show like muskets pointing at the king. And I'll show you some of those videos sometime, but I can't play them with sound. So it'd probably be boring to a lot of you guys. But when I was growing up, that's what we had. Like, we grew up learning about the Bill of Rights, learning about the Constitution. Cartoons actually talked about it. So it was really, really cool. Hey, Rami, what's going on, man? Hey, Age Go. Jody Shiloh, thanks for showing up. Rami, always thanks again, Rami, for showing up. And Rami actually helped me because of BZ Watchdog. BZ introduced me to Rami. And BZ's just always out there, like, tip of the spear as always. And he introduced me to Rami. And Rami helped me take that live video that I did and create a regular video out of it. It was really kind of him. So give me a bunch of ones for Rami. And anyways, I don't want to digress too much. I don't want to bore you guys too much. But and Rami, I tried to sort of do kind of your background. And the reason I don't have the exact one is because my regular set has like my introductory video and stuff on it. And your set that you created doesn't have my introductory video. And if you don't know what that introductory video is, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show that to you in 1 second here. And and by the way, circumcision doesn't chop off your body parts. I know we always have this one dude, Citizens Broadcasting Cooperative. He accuses me of buying views and stuff. And, look, bro, I don't make any money off this show. I can make more money in 1 hour of working at my law firm that I could make in 3 years of doing this channel. There's nothing in it for me to buy views, whatever you want to call it. And circumcision is a religious thing that has to do with removing skin. And some people consider that to be like genital mutilation, maybe so, but it doesn't involve removing your penis. So I think that you're really overstepping your bounds by trying to compare the two, and then injecting little kids that are like kindergartners, or even like adult women with like anabolic steroids. I mean, if you've seen a female bodybuilder, their jaw squares out, they masculinize, their voice deepens, they get an Adam's apple. I mean, the problem that I have with leftists, and I consider you to be a leftist, probably a Marxist, is that you take the exception and then try to make that the rule. So, don't ban them, guys. I mean, Citizens Broadcasting, I see them on delete laws. So that tells me that if Chile can accept them, then I think we should be able to as well. But yeah, and it's also, it's Jody Shiloh correctly points out that it's a Jewish tradition, and it's also a Christian tradition, because the Christians consider themselves to be a branch of Judaism, at least most Christians that I know. But I don't want to get too much into some kind of an argument with somebody who just prefers to argue the exception rather than the rule. So we'll get back into the show now. So what we'll do is we'll get into some really funny videos, and then we'll get into John Dickinson, who is who I believe, along with the 10th Amendment Foundation, or I think it's the 10th Amendment Foundation, believe that is one of our most underrated founding fathers. And so John Dickinson didn't support having a Declaration of Independence, believe it or not, but he was a revolutionary nonetheless. And that will bring us into some more discussions, because one of the big issues that I have with academics in particular, probably people like Citizens Broadcasting, it reminds me of a typical like academic, someone who spent too much time in a college campus in safe spaces, is that none of our founding fathers saw eye to eye on everything, just like nobody sees eye to eye on everything in my channel. And I just love that. That's what that is. That is what, in my opinion, that's what makes America, or what should be making America such a beautiful place, is that we don't see eye to eye on everything. That's what makes us beautiful, is that we all have our own views. But there's one thing that I think that we need to agree on, is our right to disagree. Well, several things: our right to disagree, and that we should be civil when we disagree with each other. Civility is super, super important. And of course, that we have to agree on the core things that matter. And for me, the core thing that matters is that we agree on natural law, that our rights come from a creator. Our rights come from an all-powerful creator, not from man. And that's why liberals and Marxists hate people like us and me, is because they want our rights to come from man. But that's the Karl Marx philosophy, because if rights come from man, you don't have any rights. And that's what the World Economic Forum teaches. And I think that Trump jumped on that bandwagon. And of course, as you guys know, I watch him with bated breath, because I know that he was one of these guys that talked about raising the age to own a firearm to 21. And he had a lot of really weird ideas. But then again, Trump is basically a leftist. I mean, he's always been a left-wing Northeastern liberal. And I think that he was smart enough to be able to learn how to manipulate the Christian community, the Amish or whatever. So we'll see if he, keeps his promises and appoints more pro Second Amendment justices. And of course, I think most of you guys know I'm kind of a single issue voter. As long as we get justices that support the Second Amendment and expand it to where I'm protected and my wife and kids are protected, then I'm happy with that. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree that the Second Amendment is the most important amendment, because it's a recognition of a pre-existing right from our creator, that we have the right to protect and defend our wives and children. It's not for hunting. Okay. So give me a bunch of ones if you guys agree. And then of course, thanks Toads McFroggy. Yeah, I know a lot of people have a real problem with personal injury attorneys, but I have a totally different background. I became a personal injury attorney because when I became a lawyer with no law degree or law school or undergrad, it was very difficult to find a lawyer to study under. But the personal injury attorneys were very happy to find someone who would work for free as a law clerk to study law under them. So I became very good at it and have made hundreds of millions of dollars for my clients in verdicts and settlements since then. But don't let that ruin the fact that my beginnings were in civil rights law, Title 42, Section 1983, habeas corpus appeals as an appellate lawyer, and I also clerked for the California Court of Appeal, which is unheard of for someone without any formal education, and a disabled U.S. Marine. And I got a pretty well-rounded education as a litigator. So what I do for a living now, insults aside from people like Toads McFroggy, typical leftist, because all they can do is engage in ad hominem attacks. That's the only thing they know how to do, because that's what they learn on their college campuses and when they're trying to attack you from their safe spaces. But nonetheless, all you guys, I really, really appreciate you showing up for the show tonight. And I'm totally willing to have a debate with Citizens Broadcasting Cooperative at another time. And I'm sorry that Citizens Broadcasting Network likes to identify with Marxists and leftists and anti-American groups. And I feel for you, brother, but we can definitely have that conversation another time. I like to identify with the concept of natural law, individual rights, and freedom, and liberty above all else. And that's what makes me sort of identify with John Dickinson. And we're going to get into that further as we move further into the show. But in the meantime, make sure to tap that like and subscribe screen, because when we're in vertical mode, you don't see like the like button and you're also not able to chat on any of my videos until they go live. So that's the reason why I don't get a lot of comments. So I invite all of you, after the show goes live and is published, to please go and add comments into the comment section, because that'll give us some love with the algorithm, with the commies who run YouTube, because we need all the love we can get when you have a show like mine, which teaches the exact opposite of what them and their buddies and their billionaire friends want for us. So, and by the way, give me a bunch of ones for Ron Paul. Ron Paul, probably out of all the politicians out there, would be the one that I would have wanted to have as president. And I miss those days, but hey, you never know. We still could have another revolution, a peaceful one, because of Team MPE. Hoorah! So really quick, before I get the show started, this is a highlight that I want to show y'all from this last weekend. So it was the Marine Corps' 249th birthday, and Rami helped me sort of make this video really cool. So before we get into the comedy and get into the 10th Amendment Foundation, I want to get into some cool stuff. that Rami helped me do. He made my vertical video into a horizontal, and I thought it was really cool of him, guys, and I really appreciate Rami. Super good guy. He's one of these people, kind of like my father, who just like give you the shirt off his back, like a Christ-like guy, right? You know, somebody who believes in, like I do, that you can have everything in life that you want if you can help other people get what they want. And I learned that from Zig Ziglar and, you know, from the biblical teachings of my father before me. So let's get into, I just want to show you this cool video that he helped me edit. So this is me at the Leathernecks bar. And as you guys probably know, I became a Marine because my father was a Marine, and I became a Lance Corporal. I went to Marine combat training, which I was the first or second series back in 1989, where 0311s were forced to go to MCT as well as SOI. So I was injured at MCT, had a really bad knee injury, but I completed my march. I think it was either a 25 or a 50-mile forced march. It was hardcore, man. And when I was done, and this is back when we had those really, we had the Woodlands camos. My camis were completely like tightened around my knee. My kneecap literally popped off. And so they had to cut my camis off. And I ended up, they drained it. And then I graduated MCT and went on crutches. And after I graduated MCT, I was sent to School of Infantry on crutches. I made it all the way through School of Infantry on crutches, and they wouldn't let me graduate because why? Because I wasn't able to participate in the marches, but I did the machine gun training and everything else. And it was the biggest letdown in my life not to have been able to stay in the fleet and be like my father. But I have a foundation, a military nonprofit foundation because my father died from Agent Orange as a result of toxic exposure to Agent Orange in Vietnam, as well as at Camp Lejeune when he came back stateside. He volunteered to go back to Vietnam because he hated, as a sergeant, marching people, march into Chow. He hated all that crap. He hated junk. They made him like basically like a barracks sergeant where, you're kind of home, you're back at the barracks. Your tour's not up, but you only had to do one tour. It's not like it was 1 year. You only had to do 1 year tour in Vietnam, and then you could come back and whatever, you carry out your tour. So he was there 67, 68, 69. He comes back. He's doing the marching into Chow, whatever. Then boom, he says, screw this, send me back to Vietnam. I miss my men anyways. He was an 0848, which means he was an artillery dude. And he was out there when they were spraying all that Agent Orange. So he died from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma just recently. I'm still tore up about it. I haven't forgiven myself because he was such a hard ass, that I kind of was treating him bad, because he was such a jerk to me sometimes. But, now I'm just feeling terrible. So for all you guys who have like problems with your dad or whatever, I mean, unless it's something really serious, I strongly recommend that you try to bury the hatchet, because living with that guilt is just the worst experience you'll ever have in your life, especially once you lose him. For you young boys, take that into consideration. But anyways, I want you to just sort of check out the work. This is what Rami was able to do for me. Just a couple minutes, and then we'll get into the show. Making a vertical into a horizontal. Let's check it out.
Just like that. Squared away, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Marine. Thank you. Damn, I went to Marine Corps with people just like you. My father was also in Vietnam. My father was too, and I went to the same war he did. He did 3 tours. He was in Korea. I was born at Quantico, moved out to the West Coast, sister born at Pelham, moved to Germany, but that was a crypto communicator in the Marines. Germany was the longest place I ever lived, and I went over there to do. I was fortunate, it's kind of bittersweet. Kind of bittersweet because there's Marines out there that want to get into reconnaissance. My father, the intel community, that Anyway,
I appreciate the
I
service.
was lucky.
I'm blown away. I can't believe it. 3 Purple Hearts.
I'm the easiest 3 Purple Heart winner. Budget trap.
So you see that right there. I'm putting my mouse right here. So I'm just going to see if you guys can see. Okay. Take a look at this, guys. So see these 2 stars right here? There's a star here. There's a star right here. And then there's the purple ribbon. So each one of those stars means a separate award. So the first Purple Heart is blank. There's no stars. Then you have a second and a third. So all of his ribbons are correct. He's got a good conduct ribbon with, I think, just 1 star. And then you see all of his hashtags. I think he's got 8 or 9 hashtags, but he's only got 1 star on his good conduct ribbon. So this is something I wanted to point out. If there are any active duty Marines or vets, you guys know what that means. And Chesty Puller said, where do you find the real Marines? In the brig. So just don't forget that. This guy he has the rank of a gunnery sergeant on his uniform. But he has the hashtags of a sergeant major of the Marine Corps. So it kind of reminds me of Gunny Highway from Heartbreak Ridge. Anyways, I just wanted you guys to see that. And then, of course, you can see also he's got his gold jump wings and a scuba bubble. So he's an original Force Reconnaissance Marine. And so in Vietnam, those dudes would like have necklaces with ears on them. And they would walk around with VC heads on their bayonets, because the Viet Cong believed if you cut their ears off, they wouldn't be able to go to heaven, or if you cut their body part, if they were decapitated, they couldn't go to heaven. So that was their way of what they called the gooks, of showing them that if you mess with America, that's what's going to happen. And, you know, it's Recon Marines were always known as the animals. As far as I'm concerned, they were more badass than the Navy SEALs. They were the true badasses of the badasses, because that Marine Corps training is far superior from basic all the way onwards to anything you're going to get in any of the other military branches. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. A true, national hero right here. He's also got, I don't know if you can see, but under his lapel here, or his collar or whatever, he's got a couple of bronze stars with V's, but you can't see him because he's got it covered up. But so his highest awards were bronze stars. So his face, he's got a couple bullet wounds to the face. See, that's a bullet wound. He got shot in the face with a 7.62 Russian round there. And I think his eye got blown out by a claymore or something, or whatever the Russian version of that is. But that was our first proxy war against Russia. Looks like we have another one going on in Ukraine right now. But I love my Recon Marines. I love my Marine Corps brothers. I'm sad that I was not able to be a lifer. And I've never been able to get over it, to be honest. So I do my best to do these events and stand tall for all these other dudes who are effed up and ruined because our government lied to us about Vietnam. The Gulf of Tonkin was a lie. And my father suffered as a result and died of cancer from Agent Orange, because they used Agent Orange to clear away the foliage around the fire bases. So during the war, they would have fire bases like Hill 881, Khe Sanh, Con Thien, Da Nang, wherever it was, and foliage would just grow like crazy because you're in a jungle, right? So they brought in this Agent Orange, chemicals and defoliants is what they called it. And they would spray it or drop it, and it would kill all the foliage. And of course, what did they say? Just like they say about a lot of other things, safe and effective. But I can't say what I want to say because I'll have my channel demonetized. That's how much power these companies have that sell the same chemicals that spray your food that cause diseases, also sell the cure. Well, not the cure, but the treatments. So just think about that. And that's why I think I have a lot of people that watch my channel, because you guys understand how to read between the lines. You understand that when you have a company that's immune from being sued, when you're immune from being sued, you can do great devastation and damage to people and sell them treatments, right? And I believe there are cures, just like I believe there probably were water-powered vehicles. And anyways, I don't want to get too crazy because you guys will start accusing me of being Alex Jones or something. But I just wanted to share that with you, that look at this dude, all messed up. He thought he was serving his country, and instead we were lied to. Now, here's the difference between Marines. I think we figured out a long time ago I really do believe this, because we are critical thinkers in the Marine Corps, believe it or not, because we're taught to take initiative. If we lose an officer, if we lose a sergeant, the privates take over. We're taught to instinctively take charge, just like a dog pack. That's the only way I can describe it. In a dog pack, you're always trying to find a way, even if you're at the bottom of the totem pole, to be in charge. That's how dogs, wolves, it's a wolf pack. Marines are a quintessential wolf pack. So as far as I'm concerned, that's what makes us different. If that dude got dropped, then I would step up as a private, because that's what I was taught in boot, to take charge. And so I just love that about Marines. Give me a bunch of ones for the Marine Corps and the brotherhood, because that's what makes us different, that brotherhood. So when you get out of the Marine Corps, and that's why I would love it if my son would join the Corps, especially now that we're getting rid of the DEI and all this Marxist bullshit started by that communist piece of garbage, Obama, that we could return back to the days of merit-based promotions instead of being promoted based upon your skin color or something that the Nazis would look, that's more like the Nazi plot, right? Promoting someone based on their race, right? It's amazing how the pendulum swings, right? But anyways, I don't want to digress too much, but the bottom line is that the Marine Corps teaches that, when you lose a superior, that you take personal initiative and take charge. And when we get out, even though, because the Marine Corps eats their own, make no mistake about it. The Marine Corps eats their own. They're an unyielding, savage group of warriors. And if you do anything to screw up, you're going to get busted down. You're going to get screwed up. But when you get out, you're going to hate it while you're in. I don't care who you are. You're going to hate it while you're in. But when you get out, you're trying to get back into your mother's womb, because the Marine Corps is the true mother of men, because it teaches you survival. It teaches you brotherhood. And when you get out, you're seeking that brotherhood again. And so that's why I go to these events. That's why I'm friends with Brick Jonesy, even though he's not a Marine, because he has that same mentality, and BZ Watchdog, because he is a Marine. And notice I say is, even though he's not active duty, because in the Marine Corps, once you're in, you're always in. There's no out. You join the Army, you join the Navy, you join the Air Force, you join the Coast Guard, but you become a United States Marine. And I'm praying to God that my son Gunner will do it, not because of my own personal ego, but because I know that when I pass, he'll have brothers. Yeah. So anyways, this is our hero, John Locke. And John Locke is the founder. I consider to be the founder of the Declaration of Independence. It's his ideas, it's his philosophy that created the Bill of Rights, the unanimous declaration between the states, the Articles of Confederation. And when I hear academics like Citizens Broadcasting make nonsensical comments, and this may not be Citizens Broadcasting, but based upon the leftist communist type philosophy that this person has, when I hear these types of comments, I automatically think, okay, here's the deal. John Locke is the man. John Locke said, life, liberty, and property. And Jefferson expanded that to mean life, liberty, and happiness. So happiness means property, the right to own property, the right to be free, the right of liberty, the right to be left alone. And what we saw happen to the Amish under a Sleepy Joe and Camel Toe was hideous. All of a sudden, these short-haired, blue-haired, what do they call them? Genital mutilators who want to chop off body parts and put your kids on hormones started showing up at Amish dairy farms to try to shut down hundreds of years of their ability to support their family. Or maybe not hundreds, but maybe hundreds. I'm not sure. To take them out. So that was a real problem. And John Locke was the guy who said life, liberty, and property, the pursuit of property. And so property means happiness. Now, and that's why I don't support things like property taxes and things like that, because you don't own it if you have to pay a tax on it. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree. And I'm hoping that, Citizens Broadcasting will be able to step up to the plate and explain why Citizens Broadcasting always makes the exception the rule, because that's what the commies do. They always try to point out, well, 0.0000001% of people are born hermaphrodites, and that means that we need to start putting tampon machines in men's restrooms. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. Hopefully you guys understand that. So now let's move on into having some fun. I think you guys have had some fun so far, right? Oh, by the way, let me take a look at my buddies in the sidebar. Jody Shiloh, I love it. Love seeing you here. The Amish are absolutely amazing people. You have to show respect for someone who sticks to their guns, right, guys? They stick to their guns. They really, really try. They have the Raumspringa, right, where they allow their kids to go out and experience the world. I think there's a verse in Psalms or Proverbs that talks about that. It's okay to go out and experience the fruits of the world, but remember, you're going to pay a price for it. Think about that. And in this case, if you decide to go into the world and stay there, you lose all contact with your family. Man, what an amazing! That's devastating, right? Think about that. You can never talk to your mom or dad again. They disown you. But if you decide to come back, of course, they forgive you. So they kind of give you that prodigal son kind of thing. It's kind of cool. Hey, Natalie, what's going on? Natalie Madrigal, love seeing you here. You are awesome. I'm really excited to have all you guys here in my stream tonight. So honestly, it's a religious experience for me to do the Marine Corps birthday. It takes me a long time to recover from that because of my dad passing away from Agent Orange. Yeah. So let me just show you the next video. Let's have some fun. Let's try to have some fun, guys. And then we'll get into the stuff that I really like, which is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Let's get into it, guys. And hey, thanks for supporting my channel, everybody. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So let's get into it.
Hey, officer. Yeah, I wanted to ask you a question. I was down by the I was down by the school over here, and randomly, just in the grass, I found a gun.
Okay.
It's like a police gun.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Yeah. It's
Now,
fine.
what do you say now? Slow down.
No, I don't mean to threaten you or no harm. I just found this gun. I don't even own a gun down around the corner. I just wonder if I should hand it in to you.
Where's the gun?
The gun's in the bag.
Don't, sir.
I'm not grabbing it.
Don't reach for
No,
anything.
I'm not.
Stay still. Keep your hands where I can see them. You're saying there's a gun in there that
There's a gun. Yeah, I found the gun over there.
Okay, here, hand me the bag.
Well, no, here, I'll show you. No, I'll show it to you. It's just a regular gun, see?
Don't,
No, it's a, dude, it's a cookie. The regular cookie.
Why
You want to buy it?
are you around with me like that?
It's really good. Here, you want a cookie? Here.
You're lucky you don't
How's
go
that?
to jail.
It's a cookie?
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'll give you some.
BZ, you got it all wrong, bro. That's how you should be doing your videos. Anyways, guys, make sure, look, I'm making it a point when I share people's stuff, because I know it's a lot of work to put these together. Trust me, it's a lot of work. So I'm going to put right now, I'm going to drop this guy's link, and remind me if I forget to do it, because I'm getting old, and I do have some head injuries. I've been in martial arts most of my life, and I've been dropped on my head more times than I can remember. So if I forget, just tell me in the sidebar, you forgot to drop the link for the last video you showed. Please make sure to like and subscribe to Magic Murray and support their channel, because they gave us some joy tonight. And part of life in the E-line philosophy is that, joy and happiness is super, super important. It's a super important part of life. Laughter is proven to extend your life. So don't just look at me as just some lawyer. Remember, I'm not an academic. I'm one of these guys who worked construction most of my life. And so my background is hanging out with blue collar people, which I think is most of my audience. Thank God, because if you have to hang out with a bunch of narcissists all day, I'm not going to say that that's what I do, but there are plenty of narcissists in the legal field. They think that because their parents had a bunch of money to help them get through school, that makes them better than everyone else. I got news for you. All my cases, the way I became successful, and for a short period of my life, extremely wealthy, was because of blue collar workers, especially Marines, who got in motorcycle accidents and car accidents, who trusted me to handle their case. And because of my personal philosophy of do or die, they knew that I was going to make sure that they got whatever the insurance policy was going to pay, they got it. So anyways, make sure to take a look at Magic Murray. I dropped the link for you. I thought that was really funny. Now let's talk about the law. All right. So here's the deal. If that cop would have shot that dude, that cop could have argued self-defense and he might have won. So Magic Murray, I got to tell you, brother, you know, you're putting your life in your own hands doing crazy stuff like that. It was funny. It was a lot of entertainment. And you probably brought a lot of people on my channel happiness. But if you were my son, I would have beat the crap out of you for doing that. I'm just telling you, I would have risked those commie pieces of garbage at Child Protective Services coming to try to take you from me. Of course, I'd already be meeting my maker after they had disappeared from the earth. But you know what I'm saying, guys. So it's better not to do things that cause a chain reaction like that. Now, what's the matter, you? I'm so happy to see you tonight, brother. And by the way, guys, tell me what you think in the sidebar about the marble background. Like, you see the marble back here? Do you like that better? Before I kind of had the cutoff Michael Eline thing. Let me, tell me what you think. And, because that was Rami's idea. And then La Laura, good to see you back here, La Laura. It's amazing. I love having women on my channel. When I first started my channel, I had like 1% in the stats women, and the rest was all dudes. And it's like, wait a minute, Mike, your whole life has been spent chasing women. So what the heck is going on? Why is it a bunch of dudes on your channel? All right. It's not like you're teaching a course on how to pick up girls, like Tom Boo, come to my seminar. You want me a lot, Gil? So I don't get it, man. But thanks, Jody. You're so awesome. But yeah, I really love having the ladies on the show, especially ladies who understand the differences between men and women, because there are so many differences between us. And it takes a real man to understand that, because God gave us that extra physical prowess and strength, but the women are the ones who nurture our children, and our children are what give us joy as men. Right? Right? If you're going to work 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, don't you want to see your son or your daughter or like your kids, like with the birth mother? Like, you don't want to see them with your maid, right? Right? Even like Schwarzenegger figured that out. Like, he was banging his maid, right? The person who was raising his kids. That's the point I'm trying to make. Think about it. Just think about it. I'm not telling you have to be like me or think like me. I don't want people who want to be like me, because I'm not who you might think I am. I've got a lot of problems, but one thing about me is that I'm honest about being a legit dude. I love my country. I love my kids. I love my core. So anyways, yeah. So I'm glad you're back, BZ. That's right, Lala Laura. Lala Laura says family is everything. And that's how I feel too, is especially now, knowing what my father must have suffered, being the last born child, being rejected by his parents, being forced to go to Vietnam, sent to the army and begging to be a Marine and being transferred to a Marine unit before he got sent to basic because he wanted to be the best, right? So that's what I grew up with, like my dad and his Marine buddies who were like combat vets, like having to live up to that standard. Oh, man, you have no idea what I went through. So let's get into the next video. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, guys. And then we'll get into the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, which is, by the way, guys, I want you guys to understand something. There's so many people out there who think they know everything. Oh, there's constitutional rights. Oh, really? I beg to differ. There's no such thing in my estimation as constitutional rights. Your rights come from your creator. They don't come from the government. So the government created the Constitution. I just want you guys to think about that, because after we have some fun with these videos, we're going to get into that a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get into this next video.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Did you hit it or not?
I tapped it, I think, unless that was just me bouncing in the car.
How did you even get to this spot?
I wanted to cover 2 parking spots.
Well, I don't think you hit anything.
Should I reenact it for you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Please don't tell my parents.
You just are like really weird right now.
That's what the last guy said. Again, I was just trying to park. Take 2 parking spots because that's what I like to do.
Are you on any drugs, alcohol, anything like that?
I'm high on life.
Okay. What's your name?
My Instagram handle is Zach Cray.
Where do you live?
You're gonna come to my house.
Where are you going right now?
Heading on my way to Las Vegas right now.
You're driving to Las Vegas.
I'm pretty much already there.
You've not taken any drugs.
I can do a push-up for you.
By the way, I think that he's in Florida. So just, all right, just keep watching. Driving. Oh. Driving to Las Vegas from Florida. Let's keep going.
2, 3, 4. Okay, you're right. I tried looking at the camera.
Hold on,
but you
stand
didn't
by.
see
Let me get it for you.
See the camera. Oh shit.
I'm gonna rewind it.
Oh. For 2 parking spots.
Well, I don't think you hit anything.
Thanks,
Should I
audience.
reenact it for you?
No.
Okay.
Please don't.
Please don't tell my parents.
You just are like really weird right now.
That's what the
You're-
last guy
Rami.
said.
you,
Again,
brother.
I was just trying to park. Take 2 parking spots because that's what I like to do.
Are you on any drugs, alcohol, anything like that?
I'm high on life.
Okay. What's your name?
My Instagram handle is Zach Cray.
Where do you live?
Are you gonna come to my house?
I'm not gonna come to your house. Where are you going right now?
Heading on my way to Las Vegas right now.
You're driving to Las Vegas.
I'm pretty much already there.
You've not taken any drugs.
I can do a push-up for you.
I don't think you can do a push-up.
2, 3, 4.
You can get up.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Go Army. Rangers.
Tried looking at the camera, but you didn't see. Hopefully, you didn't see the camera. Oh shit. Oh no. You see the camera? I thought it was hidden enough.
Well, I didn't see it. Good job on that.
I am sorry. You do have yourself a great day. I hope that we can stay friends. Maybe pull a number. Oh, good luck. Okay, no number.
Are you gonna set that off right now? Stop lighting that, bro. Hey.
Oh,
What are you doing?
you just hit my firework
I
cannon.
sure did.
Why?
You want to go to jail?
No.
Are you kidding me right now?
Why wouldn't you let me light it? Could have broke it.
Yeah,
Palm
I'm
Beach,
gonna break
Palm
it.
Beach.
Couple days of the year that you can actually launch fireworks to begin with.
4th of July is almost here.
But it's not here today. What does the law say?
You're allowed to shoot fireworks on June 12th. Today is
No,
June
it doesn't.
12th.
No, it does not. What holiday is June 12th?
It's the day that I light fireworks off.
No, it's not. Not today, it ain't.
All right, who are you here at the beach with?
I'm trying to find a soulmate today.
If you want to go to jail for basically obstruction, that's up to you.
Obstruction.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm gonna leave.
Relax.
All right, hold on one second before they do the detention gig. What the heck? What obstruction? What? I don't get it, man. But so let me just tell you how this works. So the kid's doing a prank, right? He's trying to have some fun, and he's probably using up a lot of resources. But you know, unless it's swatting or misuse of 911, or repeated calls, or obscene or threatening language, things that might be considered disorderly, impersonating an officer. Probably public disturbance would be the only type of charge he could get hit with, but that's typically going to involve alarms and scandals. So just keep that in mind. Now, property damage or injury. I don't see any property damage or injury. There's no wiretapping. There's no hate crimes or anything like that here. So it's kind of weird because he's probably within his rights to be doing this. If the cops are alarmed or doing something like this, when I don't know, it might be a wobbler. I'd like to hear from you guys in the sidebar, especially if there are lawyers here tonight. I want to hear what you think, but let's keep watching.
Oh, no, come on, man. No, come on, man.
I'm done with you.
Where are we going?
Sit down. Take your backpack off.
Am I in timeout?
You are.
Fuck.
Let me see your hands so I can see
Sounds like he's married. Mind timeout.
I want to get put in handcuffs.
Why do you want to be put
Make
in?
sure you have a
Thumbnail.
couch if you're
What's
married,
thumbnail
by the
got
way.
to do with my question?
I want to go in the back of a cruiser. Actually, no, maybe it wasn't a week and a half ago. Like 2 weeks ago, I hit a cop cruiser. True story.
Okay.
He doesn't have anything else.
Except a broken heart.
I can't fix that for you. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not going to.
Therapy didn't either. I'm going to go.
Okay. So are we. Have a nice day.
It's not what it looks like, I promise.
All right, what's going on?
So me and my mans, we like to role play. And like that includes like sexual fantasies, everything of that matter.
The person's still in the trunk.
Yeah.
Take him out the trunk.
But we were still role playing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they don't believe me that we're role playing.
That's fine.
Oh.
Zach, tell them I did not kidnap you. Sorry.
Fuck, dude.
You ladies know what to do. Do you want to press charges?
Sorry. You like work for the event or something?
You look spankable. You guys allow that?
Don't be rude and violate other people's privacy. That's not okay.
What if I liked it?
And you guys can do your thing.
Wait, what if I was a girl? Do you think they would have arrested you? 100%. Let's find a girl. 100%. No. Thank God they called that cop.
These guys are amazing.
Tried to steal it. What the hell? See, this is why you fake. I pretended like I was going to, but I never did.
What is it doing? You're filming.
So this is actually my job. So today I was trying to clock in because my boss told me that I had to clock in, right? It's rude walkie-talkie prank part 2. I walked up to him, and then he...
Yeah, I got a question for you guys. Check out his body armor. You see how like right there that's exposed? I mean, I don't know about you, but like I would want to have more protection right there. And also like since I'm a jarhead, like my target would be right here. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Give me some comments. I'd like to know what you think.
called the police, and then immediately tried saying I tried stealing the cart.
So you just doing your pranking stuff?
No, recording for my safety because I'm horny.
Do me a favor. What's going on here?
Oh, so like pretty much we were starting the video off with rude walkie-talkie, and then this guy called the cops. It's okay if I talk to you privately. I just don't want to get in trouble with my boss. This is the only thing. Boss, I have the officer right here. Can you just please to tell him like what's going on?
Okay, look, as you can see, officer, this has gone way out of proportion. You see, my associate here was trying to make a cookie sale. So now we're in this predicament. And like, look at him. He's sitting on that golf cart looking all buff. It's making me horny.
Okay, well, you over there. That's the guy over there. I'm looking at this guy over there. What are you going? Come over here, man.
Hey, BZ, isn't that the same cop you had to deal with in Texas? I think it's the same guy. I don't know. You guys know about BZ Watchdog's confrontation. They had some like illegal alien, like I don't know, Somali cop who probably has to lock his gun up every night because he's not a citizen. Effectuate an arrest against my Marine brother BZ, which I'm still very unhappy about. Anyways, give me some comments if you guys understand what I'm talking about.
Can me and my lover, can we just sit over here?
You stay here and shut up. Whatever you want to stay here.
Well, guys, good to see you again. Hope you guys have been well.
Let's flick them off. If Taco was here right now, it'd be a different story. My ID? Wait, what do you need my ID for?
I need to get that documented. The incident here today, I need to get that documented.
Okay. Like what crime document?
Sir, you're not coming to crime. It's not crime. I said I need to have the incident documented.
Wait, are you investigating right now?
I am investigating the incident.
For what crime?
I need to get your ID.
For what crime?
Oh, dude. I think this got more serious.
Oh, damn. What just happened? I just shit myself.
You're fine. Just relax. I think I'm going to give a fake name.
If you give a fake name, you're going to go to jail.
There's no need to be scared, okay?
Okay.
He's going to ask you for your information. Once you get his information, he's going to do what he needs to do. We're going to trespass you, and that's it.
Fred, F-R-E-D.
Better give him the real one, bro, because you can go to jail. And I can't have you. We need to finish this video, so give him the real name.
I understand.
What about you?
Z-A-C-H. Stop. That was my first name I just gave you. Oh my God, shut the f up. I'm done. He's a clout chaser. I'm ready to give you my name.
All right. So as of right now, you guys are trespassed from this property. So do me a favor, vacate the premise and don't come back.
So what's our time limit to leave?
Now, like cross the street.
Drill instructor.
Woo!
It's Florida, brother.
I got my blood and my crap and my weed. What's up, blood?
So reluctant. It's Florida, man. These guys are having fun in Florida.
So, huh?
Get down. Oh, don't come over here.
Huh?
Don't come over here. Can't drink that out here openly. You all do that? Like, keep walking. That's what you drink openly in the park. Keep
Quit playing with me, blood.
Move. Yeah, this boy is hard to her. Drop it. Put on the ground.
Oh. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. Oh, shit.
What's wrong, man?
Look, you ready? Point this way. Point this way.
Yes, so you're doing a prank.
I like sobered up the moment I saw you.
Prank or not, you're
Okay.
it's really stupid.
Yeah.
You do understand.
Yeah. You know how a lot of drink non-alcoholic beer?
Is it non-alcoholic?
Yeah, it's
Hold on, I got a B on me, I think. Look, do I got a B on me?
You have it be on you.
Oh!
Hold on.
Oh.
ZAC.
What? I'm not gonna run. Really? Oh my God, yo, we're on the same height. I just shit myself.
So this female cop recognizes an alpha male. She recognizes that this dude is taking charge right? She's gonna hook him up. She's like, I like this guy. He's funny. He makes me laugh. Maybe I should quit my job and marry this guy.
02.
How tall are you?
5'6" according to Doc.
Yes, same. So you got an umbrella for me? I got the guns on me. Not literally, but physically. I would show you my muscles, but I can't. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you married or no?
No way,
Okay.
BZ. Hold on.
Okay. What the fuck, man?
BZ thinks that the arresting cop in Florida is the same cop that arrested him in Texas. So that would be amazing. But you know, BZ, just like we all look the same to him. He probably looks all the same to you. I don't know, bro. What do you think?
And they always reject me. Doesn't matter what age they are. Pause. Oh my God. It looks like we can't play Akon locked up. I'm getting out of the cuffs.
It's going to be a stop report.
Okay.
Basically, what's going to happen is this officer going to draw numbers for a report, not an arrest, no nothing like that.
So I'm not going to jail?
No, you're not going to jail.
All glory to God. All right, guys. Well,
Have a good rest of your day.
cheers. Guys, the cops are currently on me, and I did not see any cops, so I'm going to walk this way.
Hey guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And by the way, super chats and likes and all that stuff, you guys go to the front of the line. And by the way, a word from our sponsors. Hold on, I gotta sorry guys, I'm in a good mood tonight. I gotta do a word from our sponsors. If you guys want to learn about my journey to becoming a lawyer with no law degree or undergrad, get the digital version of this book. Get the digital version of this book, an ebook, a living ebook, the digital version. You can do that by going to my homepage on YouTube, Ask Michael at Michael Eline. And for $19.99, you can check out my book about how I became a lawyer with no undergrad or law degree. I didn't waste my time getting brainwashed by a bunch of Marxist pieces of garbage with purple hair. I became a lawyer by studying in libraries as a small boy because my parents were divorced and I didn't have anybody. So I just went to the library all day because my mom worked, my dad worked. So I went to the library because that's what I thought smart kids did. Pick up a copy of my ebook, $19.99. It'll help you. It'll help support the channel so you guys can keep laughing. Let's keep going.
Oh, shit.
What's going on? What are you guys up to out here?
Trying to gender people today.
You're going to get a lot of ratings for this. What is your goal out here today?
To find out the gender of people. May I? Gender? Man.
What I want to ask you is why do people feel as though you're sneaking up behind them in an attempt to grab their bag?
Oh, that's strange. I don't know anything about that.
You don't know anything about that?
What is this guy
What are you doing?
What is this guy doing?
I have no idea. What are you doing?
What's your name, man?
So am I being detained right now?
Yeah, as of now, you
Okay,
are.
for what crime am I committed?
I'm gonna rewind it for you.
Disorderly
I
conduct?
was still laughing from the last shot. So let's keep going.
So do me a favor, vacate the premise and don't come back.
So what's our time limit to leave?
Now. Like cross the street.
Oh, is this one, bro? Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck, dude. No, they didn't get my name. Woo! Okay, my blood and my crack and my weed. What's up, player? What's up, huh?
Get down. Bro, don't come over here.
Huh?
Don't come over here. Can't drink that out here openly. You all do that? Look, it's your bottom one. Keep walking. That's what you drink openly in the park. Keep
Quit playing, we play.
Move. Yeah, this boy is hard to her. Drop it. Put on the ground.
Is it private, BZ? Private.
Oh. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. Oh, shit.
What's wrong, man?
Look, you ready? Point this way. Point this way.
Yes, so you're doing a prank.
What?
I sobered up the moment I saw you.
Prank or not, you're in trouble.
Okay.
It's really stupid.
Yeah.
You do understand.
Yeah. You know, a lot of drink non-alcoholic beer.
He's not married,
Is
so
it
he's
not
not in trouble.
Yeah, it was not all of it.
Hold on, I got a B on me, I think. Look, do I got a B on me?
You have a B on you.
Oh!
Hold on.
Oh.
Z8.
Well, I'm not going to run. Really? Oh, my God. Yo, we're on the same height. I just shit myself.
02.
How tall are you?
5'6" according to Doc.
Yes, same. So, you got an umbrella for me? I got the guns on me. Not literally, but physically. I would show you my muscles, but I can't. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you married or no? Okay.
None of your business.
Okay.
You can tell she's attracted to him.
Man, they always reject me. Doesn't matter what age they are. Pause. Oh my God. It looks like we can't play A.
Jody Shiloh, I got a question for you. You know women, you're a woman, right? And you're attractive as well. She's attracted to him, isn't she? You saw the way she was treating him. Tell me.
I'm locked up. I'm getting out of the cuffs.
It's going to be a stop report.
Okay.
Basically, what's going to happen is this officer going to draw numbers for a report. Not an arrest, no nothing like that.
So I'm not going to jail?
No, you're not going to jail.
All glory to God. All right, guys. Well,
You have the rest of your day.
cheers. Guys, the cops are currently on me.
Cuffs.
And I did not see any cops, so I'm going to walk this way. Oh, shit.
What's going on? What are you guys up to out here?
Trying to gender people today.
You're gonna get a lot of ratings for this. What is your goal out here today?
To find out the gender of people. May I? Gender? Man, man, man.
What I want to ask you is that why do people feel as though you're sneaking up behind them in an attempt to grab their bag?
Oh, it's strange. I don't know anything about that.
You don't know anything about that?
What is this guy
What are you doing?
What is this guy doing?
I have no idea. What are you doing?
What's your name, man?
So am I being detained right now?
Yeah, as of now you
Okay,
are.
for what crime am I committed?
For disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct?
Yeah.
All right, you want my name?
Yeah. Dude.
Z-A-C-H.
Is it Zachary or just Zach?
My YouTube handler is Zachary, but like my real name is Zachary.
I need your real name, not your YouTube.
Right, Rami?
Oh, okay.
Freaking dope, huh?
Who you pointing at? You pointing at me? Or...
Whoever. Someone's watching me out there. That's why they called you guys. So between me and you, who snitched?
Some older gentleman.
But yeah, if I get packed up, like, I'm ready.
You said you had an Instagram handle?
Yeah.
What's that?
Are you going to follow me?
Well, I might if it's good content.
Excuse me, sir. So you guys are both police officers, right? Yes. Okay. Have you guys gotten any calls?
Yes.
Anyone Pacific? Pink shirt by chance? Cool. Head out of here?
No, he's being cooperative, sort of. Thank you.
Yeah. So that was the part where it was chalk paint.
Yeah.
Officer Lupi. Now what it looks like. Officer, please. Guys, that's not how the prank should have went. Are you putting double handcuffs on me? I got big hands.
Double handcuffs.
Right now,
BZ.
step away from me. Right now, you don't have the right to remain silent. Take interviews against you in court of law. Right to attorney. If you cannot afford one, want to be provided to you at no cost.
Guys, I don't know if you can see this. Our position has been compromised. Hopefully I'll see you guys
Reading
soon.
him as Miranda rights, guys.
Honestly, guys, this prank went better than I thought. I can see all the angry employees next to me. They didn't really take it too lightly. If you don't mind me talking to you for a second, I just want to apologize. You know, like the last time that we had an altercation, I went ahead and got arrested. I just wanted to say, like, when I sat in that jail cell, like, I really thought of my actions that I made, and I'm just like, I'm not going to do it no more.
Made a mistake. That's all it is, bro.
Thank you, man. Enjoy your night.
As he goes out to do it again.
What are you guys doing?
Just enjoying the day.
Okay, what's in the bag? Why do I see you putting stuff inside the bag that looks like a bag of white powder?
We play like Pokemon.
Okay, I played Pokemon.
What's your favorite Pokemon then?
Do you have ID on you?
What's your favorite Pokemon?
I have ID on you.
I'm just saying, this is your fault.
This is your fault. You're the one that
You're the
wanted
one
to
that raised
pull
your
it out
voice.
of the bag. You're the one that wanted to pull
Dude,
it out
you're,
of
no,
Hey,
you.
if what I'm saying is what I think it is, it's a serious allegation, so cut it out. Leave the bag.
Fucking touch the bag.
I see you guys acting suspicious. I see you giving him a bag that looks like white
What's the
powder.
matter, you?
You guys really don't want anything to do with the police. This is not looking good.
There's nothing in the bag.
Officer, please.
Wait, it's
No, please don't search it. No, search it. No, wait.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What am I getting? Wait, you're being detained for narcotics investigation.
What
Look,
the
officer,
heck?
I was just a messenger. Oh, what the hell? Oh, my ass. It's on my nipples. Okay, officer, you don't have to be like that.
Now this dude's got to be like as tall as what's his name? Baron Trump, right? Like 6'9" or whatever. This dude here's about probably 6'3". These are tall dudes. Anyways, guys, I don't want to just play their videos all night, but honestly, like that's pretty much just so you guys understand. I practice law for a living. And it's kind of a miserable existence because you're dealing with people who have been injured and hurt or arrested, and it starts to wear on you. And you have a choice. You can become cynical. Or you can try and find a diversion. And so what I do is I found joy in doing these videos and trying to share them with you and have some fun with you. So hopefully you guys are having some fun, but I'm a serious guy as well because I do have offspring and I want to make sure that they understand, that life is a mixture of joy and a mixture of seriousness. And it's mainly seriousness because it's hard to make money with a lot of joy unless you're a comedian, right? So, and even comedians find that they have to be serious. Take a look at Joe Rogan, right? He realized that our country was in serious trouble and he set up that channel and now he's spanking those communist pieces of crap at CNN on a daily basis, right? To the point where CNN's probably going to go out of business. So let's get into the next video. This is a fake cop chase with a real cop. And again, it's like an hour video. So I'm just going to show you some stuff and we'll move on to the next one. But I did share with you guys the video. So the link, so you guys can get into it. We're already an hour in and my wife promised to take my son to judo tonight. So give her a bunch of ones and throw me a super chat or something to thank her for letting us have some fun tonight because I don't have sponsors. My sponsors are my audience. So think about that. Let's go.
Bizarre fake cop cases. In 2022, Washingtonville police officer Logan Malik was out of his jurisdiction posing as a U.S. Marshal. He was arrested after workers at several Boardsman, Ohio businesses complained that Malik told them he was a U.S. Marshal. Washingtonville police officer Logan Malik was charged with impersonating a federal police officer. He was fired from his real job the next day and federally charged.
What's going on today?
I've been hanging out for a while. I'm off duty. I work for Washingtonville Police Department. I'm about to go into work. I was just sitting up here talking.
I get you.
And I was talking to like just being friendly with people. Did somebody take offense? Sir, I can't find your back.
Got no weapon.
I'm sorry. Don't lock your fingers. You should not do this, right? Put your hands upside down. Spread your feet. Okay. I have no officer. I have my identification. Okay. We're just going to check because we got to call your impersonating police officer. Oh, okay. Anything else on you? No, sir. I have a taser in my vehicle. In my bag. I have my badge.
Is that a Trans Am with a dent?
My police ID, so I don't have a.
Badass looking, whatever it is.
I don't have a police ID. No, I don't have a police ID yet.
Thanks, Christabel 40.
I'll give you my chief.
Hope you're having a good time.
You call and confirm that right now. Have you been sworn in? Yeah, no, I'm a sworn in chief officer. You don't have an ID? No, they did. I've been bitching about this forever. I have my badge. I don't have an ID.
Do you have like your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. Or, yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Is it in the car?
Was that here?
In this wallet?
Yes. And that's my old badge. From my old department. I can get my phone for you. But no, I was about to head into work tonight, but I was hanging out.
2060 deal.
So,
Gave this at the Holiday Inn, has your name on it. It says that you're with the U.S. Marshals Task Force, has your last name on it. That's what they gave us at the Holiday Inn.
Okay. I didn't say that I was the first one to call my chief. No, we'll get a hold of him. Okay, thank you. So what was the deal down here?
So that he went in there and said that they've been searching for skinheads all day. They just arrested a bunch at the Southern Park Mall. Left that, asked if they had rooms for the next couple days. That was it. Had the gun and the badge on him. That is the lady at the Holiday Inn. Her name, birthday, and phone number.
That's his name that he gave?
Yeah. That's just his last name on his ID.
Board on his paper or something? No. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, I was loaded. Had one in the chamber. I am loaded in.
Hell yeah.
27, 28,
So for you Democrats, one in the chamber means there's actually a round in the chamber, right? The other option would be to not have a round in the chamber, where you would do what's called the Israeli draw and rack the slide, let it go, and that will put a round in the chamber. The Israeli draw, the history behind that is if one of those Hamas supporters, college campus kids in America, for example, would to try to disarm an Israeli policeman and they try to pull the trigger, well, there's no round in the chamber. But what she's saying is there is a round in the chamber. So that means that he's a real American who understands that he'll be at the pearly gates unless he has a round in the chamber. Let's go.
He works for Washingtonville. Dispatch has confirmed it.
still on station.
That male was detained at 1950 hours.
Good Lord, handcuffs.
Good Lord.
I mean, if they're saying that he works there, I get it, but
It's just really awful.
yeah. How old is this kid?
I got to tell you something. What makes me laugh is every time there's a female cop who sees comedy, she's automatically attracted to that dude. So here's the lesson that I have for all you dudes who are having a hard time picking up chicks. Just learn how to make them laugh. That's all you got to do. You could be the ugliest. You could look like Jabba the Hutt. If you know how to make a woman laugh, you'll have an endless supply of women because women just like to laugh. Give me a bunch of ones if you guys agree.
Hold up, not do that shit.
What's the old bag?
Latonia. Born in 96. Yeah, and he said from my old apartment. Yeah.
What up, Blues?
This is my only one.
I'm not carrying it around.
She's loving him. She's like, where can I sign the marriage
I don't even carry a
paperwork?
badge on with me when I'm off duty.
Absolutely, Blues. That's what it's all about, brother. Blue 5. Blue 5. Era. Hey, laughter is what it's all about. It's proven that laughter can make you move longer, too. She's like, where's his condoms? I want to make sure he's not cheating on me. She's already like tying herself to him.
Probably want that.
Right, where's his condom? I want to make sure he's single.
Check it. Springfield Armory. SMS.
Springfield Armory. Era. Give me a bunch of ones for
Hellcat
Springfield
Shield.
Armory.
Like a 380? You can't be doing that with that.
No. 9mm.
Small for that.
Yeah. 2060.
She's all excited about his gun. He's got holographic sight. She's like,
Stolen
She's like-
check on a Springfield Armory.
she's like, oh my God, it's like, it's a Springfield Armory with holographics and it's like small, so it's concealable. I can put it in my purse. I met my future husband.
Armory SMS. It's 9mm. Free.
Oh, I love it.
They could have just said a Camaro.
That's true, Blue 5. That's absolutely
Yeah.
right, man.
Well, they said it was a sedan, so I thought it was like gonna be like a Tahoe or
His
something.
girlfriend's furious, trust me.
Hi. So the guy come in here saying that he worked for the Marshalls. Let me go ask someone.
He's like, I want to
Okay,
find
sounds
out about
good.
my future husband. I'll pay his bail as long as I know more about him. What do you guys think, right? Right?
They weren't here.
Okay.
Here, he was in a white T-shirt and had that strapped to his side.
Did he say anything
I didn't
crazy?
speak to him.
Okay.
But
Just
I
was in
walked
here.
by and I saw him.
Gotcha.
So if that's
Okay.
him,
Yeah.
then
Whole big mess. Thank you.
Now listen, I want to be completely honest, and the reason I did lie to you, and the reason hey, go ahead. The reason I lied to you is because I was embarrassed. Listen, I've always wanted to be a U.S. Marshal, and I'm not saying I did not tell them that I was a U.S. Marshal. I can see how that was misconstrued. I pay attention to their most wanted, and they had a bunch of Aryan Brotherhood dudes on there for most wanted. And if you don't believe me, because why would you? I was dishonest with you from the start. I can pull it up.
Okay, so I'm a little bit confused, guys. Why doesn't he have torture cuffs on? So that kind of makes me think that this is probably fake, but I want to know what y'all think. But either way, I've been having a freaking outstanding evening, and that's what matters. We all got a chance to laugh. I'm hoping that a lot of the ladies are rolling on the floor, but they look like real cops. I don't know. I want to know more. Put it in the comments. What the hell is going on? Because I haven't laughed this hard in a long freaking time. Give me a bunch of ones if you haven't laughed this hard in a long freaking time as well.
On my phone and show you their AV guys wanted on there. Okay, I put I'm Officer Malik on that note, so I can articulate it better. Can you show me that note so I can explain it better? Because honestly, I'm a little nervous. This is my dream career. I will not lie to you. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the truth and not stumbling around. Yeah. Because I know as an officer, when people are stumbling around, it's like, okay, what the fuck? Why are you nervous? So I understand. I've been around.
So guys, I'm going to let this run really quick because I got to make a quick head call. So I was going to stop it earlier, but it just seems like y'all are sick of watching regular TV. So at least you can watch me have some fun. I'm going to keep playing it, but when I get back, we're going to switch over because I don't have all night. You know what I'm saying? But make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And also, guys, we're going to get into some serious stuff in in a little while about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, why I'm here as a lawyer. I'm doing the comedy mainly because I want to attract people over so I can teach them about the law and the Constitution. So don't just think that I'm some kind of a gimmick. I'm doing this because I know that the younger generation needs to laugh, as well as all y'all older people. But most of the older folks on my channel are here because they want to learn about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. But at the same token, we got to have fun. Remember, the Marines were founded in a tavern, Tun's Tavern, right? And our revolution was founded in a tavern as well, multiple taverns. So remember that. Laughter, having a good time, having fun, that leads to freedom. So don't forget about that. I'll be right back. I got to make a quick head call.
Not that long, but I've been in officer for 5 years. But if you show me that, I can explain to you exactly what I meant by that.
Well, that note might have been written by my officer. I'm not sure.
I wrote that note. I put Officer Malik, and I said, if you saw these guys, because I had some buddies. They're not law enforcement, but some buddies talking about Aryan brother, Nazi-looking dudes walking around, and not just in the general Boardman area. The reason I went there, and you can also talk to the people at Holiday Inn, I'm in the process of moving. So I was asking them what their room rates were and how much their suites cost, because I want to get a suite when I go there. Because I have she's 2.5-year-old daughter. I get her every other week. I don't want her to be stuck in a crammed up room, and I wanted to see about the pool. But while I was there, I brought that up. I said, I'm Officer Malik. You see these guys? Here's my phone number. You can call me. I also said call 911 or whatever, and I brought up what they look like. And I said U.S. Marshals wanted them. I said you can contact U.S. Marshals and say I'm a U.S. Marshal. But what's embarrassing about it to me is how fucking obsessed I am with what they do, because that's my dream. I would like to work with them and stuff. So I always talk about wanting to be able to cooperate with them and stuff, but I would never identify myself as a marshal. So okay. But that's what I'm saying. And did my chief give you any?
No, he said you are an officer with Washingtonville, but he said he doesn't have anything going on in Boardman right now.
No, and I'm not. I didn't claim to be up here for work or anything. I was up here hanging out and everything. I was going to be going into work after I got done up here. That was it. And I was going to meet a girl that I've been waiting forever to meet too before I left. But I was just sitting here for a little bit waiting on her because she.
All right, I'm back, guys. So let's.
So I was waiting.
So I got another one for you guys. So this is something that I wanted to share with you because I don't know, a lot of you guys have probably seen these videos where like somebody's like dressed as a statue or a bush, and then they lurk or they launch out at someone, right? And even though it's funny, remember an assault is basically where you lunge at someone or you have the impression of a harmful or offensive touching that's going to come at you, and that could be considered a criminal assault. And because of self-defense laws, depending on the state that you're in, well, if you're in a Marxist state, you're not allowed to defend yourself. So if you're in Canada, you just have to like kiss your life goodbye because they don't allow you to defend yourself. In Canada, you have a choice of basically dying or leaving the country. That's what they have for you. But thank you, Brett. All right. Right on. Yeah. So we'll work for membership. So everybody, Brett Ray, I think it's Brett Ray, but it could be Ria, but Ray looks more Deutschish. Yeah. Deutschish. Yeah. Brett always tries to help me get people memberships so they can get access to my back channel where I have all my good stuff. But I am a really, really serious guy, but I've realized that in order to attract women over to my channel and the younger crowd, I've got to like make it kind of fun. But I'm a serious dude. We have a very short life and our unalienable rights are under major assault. Make no mistake about it. Regardless of who's in political power, they've had to cut backroom deals and smoke-filled rooms to get that power. So regardless of what Trump tells you or what Sleepy Joe or Camel Toe told you, they're all liars. None of them really care about us. They care about themselves, in my opinion, until they can prove otherwise. And so I stick to my Marines and I stick to my blue collar people, and people like Brett have been purchasing memberships so that you guys can enjoy my back channel. And so I'll tell you again, I'll tell you one more time. You purchase a super chat or a like or whatever what do they call them? Super sticker. I'll put your comments to the front of the line if you have questions. I am a lawyer. I've been in practice for about 20 years. Prior to that, I was a paralegal for around 10 years or longer. And I grew up studying in libraries because my parents were divorced. So I learned the law, basically classical education, from reading books by like Aristotle and Socrates as a young boy. And my IQ is extremely high. And I was fortunate enough to have a Marine father who had a lot of problems, but he supported my mother and I. And then ultimately my mother let me leave home to go and live with him when I became a teenager, because as a boy, you need the leadership of your father. And she was a strong enough woman to recognize that I needed to be with him. And because of that, before you have the product of a lot of pain and a lot of unhappiness. And I figured out a way to survive. And so I became a lawyer with no law degree or undergrad. And this is the book that you can buy to help support my channel. It's called My Journey to Becoming a Practicing Lawyer with No Law Degree or Undergrad. And you can just go to my YouTube channel at Michael Eline. You can click on the description there at the top. And then I have my Reddit link, my Twitter link, all that stuff. And you can just go to PayPal. You can purchase a copy of my ebook, not this book. This is a soft cover. Okay. This is just a mock-up that I made because this has the same cover. And of course, What's the Matter You says this is my grandpa because the person I had make it for me thought I was old, and I am kind of old, but I have a young spirit. Anyways, so if you want to help out the channel, you want to support me and my family, support my wife for taking my son to judo class so I can do these shows, please do so. Because ultimately, if I can make this channel big enough, I'll stop practicing law and I'll do this full time because I'm having a great time. And you only live once, right, guys? Right? You only live once. So you might as well, if your audience loves you, give the people what they want. Anyways, so $19.99 to get a copy of my ebook, $19.99, My Journey. And I'll talk about how I found lawyers to study under, as well as the other the other states that offer law office study programs. Okay, so it's not just California. Remember, Kim, with the tranny dad, Bruce Jenner, that guy, yeah. She actually passed the baby bar after her, I think her third or fourth attempt. And if she doesn't get thrown in prison for the P. Diddy white parties or whatever, she might become a lawyer like I did. Same program that I'm on, by the way. And I actually had some calls from people at some point who were, I guess, helping her or whatever, who wanted to learn about the program from me. Of course, I never got any credit for it, but I've also had like Hollywood producers calling me, asking me about it. And I'm just one of these guys who shares information and never asks for money. But because now I have a family, I'm asking you, if you please could support me in the channel, I would really appreciate it. It's only $20, $19.99. You can get the ebook version of this, and it's a living ebook. So you'll learn about my journey, how I became a lawyer. I slept on park benches. I had a limousine business. I was Rodney Dangerfield's driver. Believe, honest to God, guys, I was Rodney Dangerfield's driver. And I remember him in the back of my car talking about Sam Kinison and about how sad he was that Sam Kinison had passed away. I believe he got in a head-on collision in Vegas. And I used to take Rodney from Wilshire Boulevard. God's honest truth, guys. I mean, I'm somebody who will just tell you, I'll level with you if you want to know. I'm going to tell you the truth, or I'm not going to talk about it. But if I don't talk about it, it's because I have reasons, because it's too emotional. But if I talk about it, I'll tell you the truth. And so anyways, I'd pick him up from this green roofed condominium complex on Wilshire Boulevard in LA. And I would drive him to the MGM Grand in Vegas. And he would make he's either 500,000 or $1 million. He had this super hot wife. She was Mormon, blonde, about 40 years old. He was about 80, and he always had his shirt open, and he had all these incisions down his chest because he had open heart surgeries. And he was back there smoking weed off his sneak a toke, and that's when it was illegal. He hated flying because people would approach him at airports. I would take him into Baker. We'd go to Union 76, I believe, and people would be hitting him up, and his wife would be like, "Get out there, protect him!" Ah! And I got so many stories. But anyways, I got a really cool story about my life and how I became a lawyer without any undergrad or any formal education. And I don't really have a lot of respect for people with formal education, because our modern education system is like brainwashing. They just teach you how to hate America. And it's basically cultural Marxism. So take a look at my book. If you want to learn about how I did it, there are other ways to become a lawyer. If you love the law and you want to be a lawyer, and you think most lawyers are a-holes, like I still do to this day, it'd be a really, really good thing for you to check out. I still have 2 slots open, actually, to teach 2 students. I can only teach 2 per session. If there's somebody who's worthy, and I typically will walk over 5,000 academics to train a Marine. So if you're an EAS Marine and you want to learn how to become a lawyer with no law school or no law degree, I'm definitely here to help you all out. And I know that I've got like the Kid Jones. I think Diddy did do it, Brick. Everybody give me a bunch of ones for Brick Jonesy. So Brick Jonesy is another one of these freedom fighters who I have utmost respect for, because he's always out there fighting the good fight. And he's got a cool channel. So make sure to like and subscribe to Brick Jonesy's channel. He's always been loyal to my friend Chili DeCastro over at Delete Laws. And anyways, I don't want to get too emotional right now. I want to have fun tonight, because I've had a very rough week, and my mom has not been feeling well, and she's the last person that I have in my family. None of my other family likes me, because they think I'm right of Attila the Hun, right? They're all a bunch of commie liberals, so I don't get along with them. But my mom, my daughter loves my mom, and I've been working so much, I haven't had a chance to fly out to see my mom. So anyways, I'm digressing. Give me a bunch of ones for me having a potentially Alzheimer's disease. Let's get into the next video, all right? Because I want to have fun tonight. Let's have some fun. So this next video is going to be about dropping grass, like fake grass, in front of police officers. And again, there are laws about this. Pranking cops can be fun, but it can also be deadly. So be careful, guys. But let's watch this. Let's have some fun, because again, this show was designed to lead you towards happiness, the right to pursue property and happiness. We're going to get into them after this. We're going to get into the most underrated and ignored founding father of this country. And that's why I did this show tonight, so I can teach people about my love of country. And I realized that, you know, if I'm serious all the time, nobody wants to watch my show. So I have to do things to try to generate some fun. But my love is the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. But before that, it's much, I'm absolutely in mad love with natural law, the rights that come from our Creator. But for now, let's just have some fun and laugh. Here we go.
Yo, I dropped something. Yo, I just dropped something. Oh, no, I'm good.
Hey, come here.
Relax.
So we're just having some fun.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy. Oh my God, it's Young Mooch, man. Look, man, today's video, y'all, I got a pound.
Oregano. It looks like a pound of oregano.
And I'm basically gonna drop it next to strangers. And I'm gonna drop it in public. And we just gonna mess around with this, get people reaction and stuff like that. Hopefully, we get some people to think this is real gas and stuff. It kind of looks like it, kind of far, but if you look at it closely, you could tell it's not. But I don't know. I feel like we could get somebody. I feel like we could prank some cops. I feel like we could do something. We in Miami, man. So make sure you like, comment if you're new to the channel.
Before we keep going, guys, explain to me what the heck's going on with Miami. It seems like all the best pranksters are in Miami. I don't get it. Somebody tell me in the sidebar. I want to have these guys on my show. I want to interview these guys. Is it because it's so damn humid that you have to do crazy pranks like this to ignore the heat?
Hit that subscribe button. Roll to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million subscribers, God willingly. No. Is legal here? No. Wait, you could get arrested if you had some?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't got none. Yeah. I was just
you know what I'm saying?
I was just asking, I mean. Yeah. Hey, where y'all from? From down here?
I already know what you
Hey, I'm trying to I got gas on me. I'm dead ass.
I got gas, you know what I'm saying?
Look.
You know what I'm saying?
What y'all about to get into?
Shit, bro. We out here.
I got some gas on me, bro.
Yeah.
This is gas, gang. This can't want nothing?
Hey, guys.
This gas. I'm selling it for cheap too. Huh? You want to buy it?
Yeah.
This is from Cali.
So what's the matter? You has a point. And by the way, because we're on YouTube, you can't even mention the word, right? Because like they'll try to ban you. But this dude's just having fun. It looks like he's got a bag full of oregano. He's calling it gas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And these dudes, I wouldn't be surprised if these dudes pull out a heater to try to get his gas. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Yeah. This runts, them gelato runts, I give it to you for 100.
100. So much for public
Let me
schools,
see.
right, guys?
Oh, shit.
100.
I got. We keep the camera rolling.
Really though. Yeah.
Okay. That's real. Where y'all from?
Liberty
Yeah,
City.
where you from, homie?
You not from the hood, bro.
Nigga from the Betty, man. From the Betty, though.
The Betty? Hey, good gas? Good gas?
You got good gas?
Yeah. Look,
I'm good, gang.
bro, I got it for the low, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, hey yo, Jay, look at this shit.
Yo, I got a whole pound. Yo, pull up. I got the Zah on me, gang.
Nigga got the Zah.
Got a whole pound on me. You never had this, bro. You
Roll it up right now, then.
Huh?
Roll it up.
I got one for you.
Let's roll it up. I promise you, this is exotic, bro. Dead ass. You never seen. Bro, this is the exotic, bro.
Exotic.
Straight from Cali. I'll fuck with y'all though. Hey, y'all boys keep going, man. Oh, how you doing? You with them? Hold on, slide.
On the slide.
Yo, I dropped something.
Oh, this is a good one.
No, I dropped my bag. Huh?
What you mean?
No, I dropped something.
I ain't see no bag, gang.
No, I just dropped something over there.
Yo, gang, you seen the bag? Hell no, you wild.
No, I dropped something, bro. You good?
You check your bag, gang.
I know I dropped something.
Gang.
I dropped something, bro.
Gang,
You got
gang,
my
gang,
stuff.
gang.
I dropped my stuff, bro.
Yo, like, what? I ain't gonna front. It's me. It's me, gang.
Yeah, but I dropped something, bro.
Nah, it's me now, gang. I ain't gonna front. You wild and you touching.
Let me get my stuff, bro.
Nigga, find his keepers. You feel me? You ran up on me. Yeah. Like, what you doing, gang?
Now that's my stuff though.
It's your stuff. But yeah, like,
y'all go.
Nah, I dropped my stuff. You got my stuff, bro.
My son don't got none.
He do got my
My
stuff.
son don't got nothing. I don't know what you talking about.
Not your stuff.
This is my stuff, bro.
What's your stuff?
I dropped some gas.
You ain't got no gas.
I did drop gas.
But you had to fall or some shit? What you
Let
talking
me get
about?
my stuff,
Yeah,
bro.
all he's missing is a "Make America Great Again" hat. He'll fit right in Miami, right, guys? Give me a bunch of ones if you agree.
Bro. Why you touching me, bro? I dropped my stuff.
Nah, I ain't gonna front, son.
I ain't get bad, gang. You wild.
Hey, you go. Hey, look, y'all on video. Look, it's fake gas, bro. It's fake. Yeah, it's fake gas, bro. It's fake gas. It's fake gas. It's fake gas, bro. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Oh shit. Yeah, them boys really took this, bro. The other dude came out of nowhere, bro. What the fuck? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, them boys just took that shit, bro. What the fuck, y'all? Miami is crazy.
It's cray cray.
Bro,
cray,
that dude started grabbing my backpack, bro. Look, they right there. They right there, bro. He started grabbing my backpack, bro. I'm like, take it. I don't even want it. He threw it back though. Jadion.
Ain't you like a YouTuber or something?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, bro, ain't you that dude that be starting shit?
Yeah, type shit.
Somebody that be starting shit.
Hey, I just started some back there.
They might be starting real mad shit, fool.
Hey, look what I got.
Shit. Hold on, wait.
Look what I got. I got that gas on me, bro.
Oh, man. I think you got like a snake or something.
I got that gas on. What y'all boys trying to get some?
We finna leave,
Yeah,
bro.
I should have think already. Hold up.
I got a whole pound, bro.
Let me holler at you. Check
I
out
got a
the
pound.
Check out this thing,
What's up?
homie.
Talk to me.
Check out this thing, homie. I'll holler at you. Holler at you.
Ain't no fucking pound.
Hey,
look what's in there. You gonna get somebody beat.
Hey, this Hey, somebody took this from me, bro. I dropped it and they thought it was real, bro. Hey, you talking about how much you going for? Hey,
He's awesome.
hell nah, this grass, gang.
So gang, Island Boys. I just shared the link in the sidebar for you. This video goes on for freaking ever, man. So like and subscribe to his channel, but tell him, please, as a favor to me. I'm not telling you what to do, but tell him that the crazy attorney over at Ask Michael Eline at Michael Eline shared his link, and subscribe to him and just go, hey, come on Michael Eline's channel, because I want to talk to this dude. I want to talk to this homie. You know what I'm saying? Because he's funny as hell, and I just love it when I can laugh a little bit, because practicing law is not the funnest thing, especially when I'm doing criminal defense stuff. It's depressing when you don't win a case and somebody that you've been with for months and months and months gets locked up. But it's also joyful when they don't. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So just, let them know. Holla at my boy. All right. So now for my main people who subscribe to my channel. All right, let's get into it. So we'll do a commercial. For all you old guys with prostate issues, go make a head call. But for all the ladies who think you have a chance, just kidding. But for all the other people, pick up a copy of my ebook. Not this. This is the soft cover. The reason I'm showing this to you is because it has the image that What's the Matter You says is my grandpa. But my journey to becoming a practicing lawyer with no law degree or undergrad. Pick up a copy. It's $19.99. If you buy enough of these, I'll quit my job as a lawyer and do YouTube videos all day long and have fun with you guys. Because I know that most of you guys hate watching Communist News Network and all those freaking weird libtards. And you just want to have a good time and you love your country. I know most Americans love their country and they love the opportunity that our country provides. And I am a legal historian. that my true love is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, but not necessarily because of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, but because it shows you the history. And the history is natural law. And so the next video we're going to get into is John Dickinson, one of our most underrated founding fathers. And if you watched my thumbnail tonight, you'll see what I was talking about. So I'm going to get away from the humor for a while. And hopefully some of you youngins, you know what I'm saying, will stick around and understand and want to watch and learn and not just want to be entertained, but be entertained, but not just want to like be Hollywood style entertained, but learn about why America is such a special place. Because America is an amazing place. And, you know, we've been brainwashed by the public school, blue-haired scumbags, the safe spaces on colleges to hate our country. And there's such a rich history that makes America such an amazing place. And aside from politics and all the brainwashing, I want to teach you guys to love your country and why it's so special. Because we're all human beings, regardless of whether or not you have melanin or you have, like, I'm Swedish and Norwegian, a little bit of German and Scottish, but pretty much Swedish. Like, you know, my dad was 100% Swede. Minnesota, yeah. Jag talar inte svenska. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I grew up on that, but I was always taught, unlike a lot of other cultures, that you're an A American or you're an M American. You guys know what I'm talking about. I never was taught I'm a Swedish American. I'm an American. I love my country. And I love it so much that I volunteer my time to do these shows. And sometimes Brett Ray or somebody will buy a copy of my book or help me with a super chat. But I do these shows because I'm having a good time. I'm having fun because I'm so burned out from practicing law for around 20 years that this gives me solace to have a good time. And I have all these friends that I've made. And I truly am a legal historian. Yes, I truly am. What's the matter, you? And if you want to say that that means I have to have an academic degree, well, then I have to question you, because you should know better, because academic institutions are not what determines whether or not you're educated, brother. That's what the news and the CIA and the FBI have convinced people to believe. But real Americans can be self-educated. All the most successful Americans pretty much studied in their garages. Give me a bunch of ones if you guys agree. By the way, double tap the screen. It's in vertical mode, so that's how you like me. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure to always go to BZ Watchdog's channel and like his channel and subscribe to him, as well as Brick Jonesy. And, of course, my homie, Chili DeCastro with Delete Laws, who's the guy who motivated me to do these shows. Chili DeCastro, I consider him to be a real American and a really legit dude who has been a victim of the evil policies of municipal police. And I think he's a really good guy. I've met him and hung out with him. And me and Dick Heller from Heller versus District of Columbia both approve of him. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but DC versus Heller or Heller versus DC, Google it. Those are the kind of people that I love. And I really just want you guys to know a little bit about me and have a good time. And if you want to support my channel, please do it, because it gives me an opportunity to keep doing these shows, because I do get chewed out by my significant other, and she is a woman, not a dude with a dangler, because we have babies together, and she's expecting me to take my son to judo class and do all those things. But, you know, I'm burned out, guys. So support my channel, do a super chat. I'll put your comments at the front of the line. Buy a copy of my book about how to become a lawyer with no How to Become a Practicing Lawyer with No Law Degree or Undergrad, 1999. And by the way, that book, I talk about Alaska and some other states that have similar programs to the program that I studied under. And I'll be honest with you, if you go on this program, whether it's in California or anywhere else, if I know that you really are like one of us, Team MPE, that you really care about America, I'm going to help you. And I'm not going to like ask for money. I'm going to help you because I care about my country. And all it takes is, I think, less than 3% of the population participated in our revolution against the king. Remember that, less than 3%. Think about that. That's all it takes. It doesn't take much. The silent majority doesn't matter to me. What matters is the vocal minority, the ones who will fight. So give me a bunch of ones if you care about the vocal minority, which is Team MPE. Hurrah! And all you Marines, all you guys that are just getting out, reach out to me. If you're having a hard time finding work, I'll do my best to place you with a job, because you are willing to place your life on the line, and you joined with the knowledge that you probably would be the first to fight. So let's get into what I invited you all here for. This was my trap. I'm the Pied Piper of freedom and individual rights. And we're going to get into it right now. This is the 10th Amendment Center, and this is Mike, and I try to contribute as much money as I can to their channel out of my own pocket, because I care about these guys so much, because everything that he's got to say is exactly how I feel. I am an anti-federalist, okay? I am a true anti-federalist. I'm a Jeffersonian constitutionalist. Don't try to say that I'm a MAGA guy or that I'm this or I'm a that. Go back into history, do your research. I'm an anti-federalist. I believe in individual rights and freedom above all else. I believe that our rights come from an all-powerful creator. And I'm here tonight to hopefully win some hearts and minds. And that's what I'm here for. And yeah, it cost me a shitload of time and effort to get this far into the video, but I'm hoping. It's amazing, you know. I'll get like 1,000 views when I'm sharing all the, yo, check out my gas, you know what I'm saying? Like people laugh, whatever. But I'm hoping a few of you will stick around. And now I've got like 193 people in the room, 200 people in the room. I'm hoping to God that some of you guys are new and that you will, you know, I'm praying to my creator that you will watch this video. And you other people, like, what's the matter you? Thank you, what's the matter you? By the way, what's the matter you just hit me with $5. And you know what? To what's the matter you, $5 could be $1,000. So give me a bunch of ones for what's the matter you. And here's what he says. All right, front of the line. Okay, I got Nathan, actually. All right. So I'm not 100% on board with what you just said, brother, because I haven't been pinned to the sidebar. But what's the matter you? You've been so loyal to my channel, and you're such a legit dude, man. I love you, brother, and I'll do anything for you. You can call me anytime. You can reach out to BZ Watchdog. He's got my contact info. I got your back no matter what happens to you. I have other friends who are involved in wills and trusts. Anything you guys need, you know, I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for recognition. I've had plenty of that. You know, honestly, I have made hundreds of millions of dollars for my clients, and I didn't find happiness in that. I find more happiness in people like What's the Matter You, Brett Ray, Let's OTVO. I love you guys. I really do. And I hope you guys recognize that. Like you're talking to a dude who got stomped by a West Covina cop back in like 96 because I demanded a copy of his ID. And I asked him, don't you have anything better to do than write parking tickets? Well, I was loading my car, preparing for a mall show while I ran the Bally's Total Fitness Corporate Wellness Director program, because I was always a bodybuilder into fitness. And so I'll never forget what happened to me. And I know for a fact that it's happened to a lot of you. I'm not one of these college guys. I'm a legit dude who has worked construction most of his life. I still have calluses on my hand from when I was a young man. And that's who I am. So let's get into this next video, because I got to make another head call because I am old. So hopefully you guys can give me a pass. Let's go.
We cannot be happy without being free.
Hold on. I'm going to rewind it. Let's go.
We cannot be happy without being free.
What did he say? What did he say? Happy? We cannot be what? Put it in the sidebar. What did he just say? We cannot be what? We cannot be happy without being what? BZ, tell us. We cannot be happy without what?
We cannot be happy without being free. Those words came from John Dickinson, one of the most important, most forgotten, and underrated of the founding fathers. He saw liberty as the foundation of pretty much everything else. And at the time, he was worldwide almost as famous as Benjamin Franklin, but he's totally ignored today. He was known as the penman of the American Revolution. John Dickinson was a fierce defender of natural rights and liberty. He was the father of the Articles of Confederation, a framer of the Constitution, a leading opponent of the Stamp Act, and much, much more. And to honor and commemorate his birthday today, we're diving into the life, legacy, and primary works of one of America's most underrated and forgotten founding fathers, John Dickinson. But first of all, welcome and thank you for joining me here on the Path to Liberty. My name is Michael Bolden with the 10th Amendment Center, and this is the show for Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. And let's kick it off with the rest of that great quote that we started with here at the beginning. This is from the last of his 12 letters from a farmer in Pennsylvania, written and published, at least the first letter, on December 7th, 1767, in response to the Townsend duties, also the Quartering Act, the Declaratory Act, and more. And he started with this: "Let these truths be indelibly impressed on our minds, that we cannot be happy without being free, that we cannot be free without being secure in our property."
That's right.
And we cannot be secure in our property if with.
And what do they teach you on the college campuses? That property is like, you shouldn't have property. They teach communism. They're brainwashing our kids into hating our country and everything that our country stands for. It started with Barry Soetoro, aka Barack Hussein Obama. Changed his name because he thought it would help him get elected, because they were able, the CNN and all those news stations were able to convince people to hate their country. But the bottom line is, no, you can't be happy without being free, and freedom is property. Let's keep going.
Without our consent, others may take it away. Here from the website of Delaware Historical and Cultural Affairs, they point out that the letters were shortly thereafter published in pamphlet form and reprinted in almost all of the colonial newspapers. They were read widely.
Brett Ray, you checkmate. You're absolutely right. It started with LBJ. I'll have them ends voting Democrat for the next whatever years. I know what you're saying, bro. I got you. And you're right. Brett Ray is absolutely right. You need to do some research, guys. Don't look on Google. Don't look on Yahoo. Yahoo is Bill Gates. Google is Larry Page. Far left Marxist people. All the stuff that's real history will be buried. And Wikipedia might as well be like Harvard. It's just all lies, BS, complete BS. If you want to learn the truth, follow my channel. But remember that the thought police are going to shut down this channel, and that we need to find a way to form parallel systems so that we can meet up again in the afterlife. Maybe it's going to be Patreon. Maybe it's going to be Rumble. I have my friend Rami, who's trying to help me get Rumble and Patreon set up. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the popularity is the issue. If you make people laugh, they'll come. But to make them stay, you've got to make them love their country and respect freedom. And that's what this channel is all about, which means I am the enemy of social media. I am the enemy of Silicon Valley. And I don't know how much longer I have here. So always remember my name and make sure to save my videos. Let's keep going.
Across the colonies and in Europe, Britain and France primarily. The research that I've seen is these were the most widely read documents on American liberty up until publication of Thomas Paine's Common Sense in 1776. So this made him famous. That's how they put it. This
Thomas Paine, Common Sense. Please buy a copy of that book. I believe that there is a modern version that is written in modern English vernacular. Probably Rami would know, but yeah, That's the book. That is the book. Common Sense.
Quickly made John Dickinson famous. After reading these letters, Voltaire, the French philosopher, compared Dickinson to Cicero, an honored Roman statesman, orator, and philosopher. And here from Rob Nadelson, he said, the farmer letters were celebrated all over the place, both throughout America and in Europe. And when his identity became public, it wasn't immediately. Dickens became the second most famous American in the world after Benjamin Franklin. And here from Forrest McDonald, if you haven't read any of his books, this is a really great historian. He said the celebrity that Dickinson won through the farmers' letters ensured that he would be the principal pensman for the First and Second Continental Congresses in 1774 and 1775, and that he would be among the foremost leaders in both of those bodies. He was very important. He wrote a lot of their stuff. He said he wrote most of their petitions to Parliament, to the Crown, to the British people, including both the conciliatory Olive Branch petition and, along with Thomas Jefferson as a co-author, the more bellicose Declaration of the Causes and Necessity of Taking Up Arms. And here in that document, passed unanimously by the Second Continental Congress on July 6, 1775, Dickinson and Jefferson together addressed what James Madison later called the fundamental principle of the American Revolution: unlimited power by the British under the Declaratory Act of 1766. And they listed a few things that they were having issues with, but went with this. But
pay attention, guys. This dude's legit. I mean, this is the real deal. Pay attention. I have more humor coming, but please, out of respect for my channel and for my love of freedom, watch.
Why should we enumerate our injuries in detail? By one statute, it is declared that Parliament can of right make laws to bind us in all cases whatsoever. What is to defend us against so enormous, so unlimited a power? Now, this was passed and drafted just a little over 2 months after the shot heard around the world, Lexington and Concord, in April of 1775. So that was addressed as well. General Gage, who in the course of the last year had taken possession of the town of Boston in the province of Massachusetts Bay and still occupied it as a garrison, on the 19th day of April, sent out from that place a large detachment of his army, who made an unprovoked assault on the inhabitants of the said province at the town of Lexington. And going further, Jefferson and Dickinson continue with this. From thence, the troops proceeded in warlike array to the town of Concord, where they set upon another party of the inhabitants of the same province, killing several and wounding more, until compelled to retreat by the country people suddenly assembled to repel this cruel aggression. So they're describing not just to the British Parliament, but to the world. Why are we fighting back? And they said, even though we, have allegiance to our mother country, our attachment to no nation upon earth should supplant our attachment to liberty. Again, liberty is the foundation.
Did you guys hear that? Our attachment to no nation upon earth should supplant our attachment to liberty. In other words, you can be an American, okay? You can be an American, you can love your country, but you should love liberty more. Think about it, guys. You should love liberty more. Your liberty should matter more to you than anything. Think about it.
Of all the rest, and it should be the ultimate goal in any situation. I covered in some detail. There's a lot more to that declaration. I covered that in another episode just over the summer. Forgotten Declaration, Cause of the War for Independence Explained. That'll be linked to in the show notes at 10thamendmentcenter.com/path to liberty. Now back to my friend Rob Nadelson for a little further background on Dickinson's life. Born on November 13th, 1732.
Here's what I don't understand. Why doesn't his channel have millions of likes, millions of subscribers? Let me tell you why. Who controls the algorithm? Who controls the algorithm? Think about it.
I've seen other people listed as November 8th or old style November 2nd. Dickinson was 9 months younger than George Washington. His first home was in Maryland, but the family soon moved to Kent County, Delaware, near Dover. You can visit the family homestead today. Dickinson was homeschooled. A little something there. His education featured the typical heavy dose.
Did you catch that? Did you hear that? Let's hear it again.
Dickinson was homeschooled.
Wait.
A little
Did you hear that?
Delaware near Dover. You can visit the family homestead today. Dickinson was homeschooled. A little something there. His education featured the typical heavy dose of Greco-Roman classics, and he retained a love for the classics all his life. Now, his writings are filled with influences and references to thinkers like Aristotle, Polybius, Cicero, Tacitus, John Locke, and a number of others. Now, he went to London to study law early on and returned. I think he was 26 years old. He returned to win a seat in the Delaware Assembly. Now, the governor of Delaware and Pennsylvania were the same at the time, but they had different assemblies. So then he ended up winning a seat in Pennsylvania as well, because I think his law practice was there. And Forrest McDonald says his first important stand in Pennsylvania politics was characteristic of the way he would act throughout his career. In other words, he would take a stand for something that he thought was right, even if the other side had way more popularity on it. So in his first real political stand in the early 1760s, he went up against Benjamin Franklin and Joseph Galloway, who were both at the time pushing to revoke the Penn family's charter for Pennsylvania and turn Pennsylvania into a royal colony. Dickinson opposed it, not because he thought the Penns were awesome. Instead, he thought they were pretty bad as well. But here's how McDonald put it. He fought Franklin and Galloway vigorously, arguing that, bad as the proprietors were, the charter did guarantee certain liberties, and Pennsylvanians could not trust the king or his ministers to improve their lot. And this from one of his speeches. It's not directly related to that conversation. I think it's a good example.
Take a look. A good man ought to serve his country, even though she resents his services. Country being the she. So you should serve your country. You should serve your fellow man, even though your country hates you. We've seen that the last 4 years, right? Our country flooding us with illegal aliens that we have to pay for. Many of them criminals who want to kill us because they're trying to gain political power with votes and redistricting our country using the census, right? You see that. That's what he meant. You should still love your country, despite the fact that your rulers, like the king, or in this case, Sleepy Joe and Camel Toe, have tried to destroy your way of life in pursuit of political power. That's basically what he's saying. Let's keep going.
Of his character and views. A good man ought to serve his country, even though she resents his services. I think he was like 28, 29 years old at the time, maybe 30, pretty young.
Barry Sotero hated the Marines more than any other branch. That's why he wanted to push this whole DEI thing, where you put people in power because of their race or their gender as opposed to their qualifications. We see how that's worked out for us. Let's keep going.
To have that kind of wisdom. Now, his opposition to Franklin and Galloway, especially Franklin, made him pretty unpopular, especially for a little bit. But it didn't take long for him to be seen as prophetic, because the following year or so, the British came up with and passed the Stamp Act. And so he was tapped to be the primary drafter, the primary author of the Pennsylvania Assembly's resolutions against the Stamp Act. He was sent to this as a delegate to the Stamp Act Congress, where he was the primary author of the resolutions of the Stamp Act Congress, the Declaration of Rights and Grievances. This is a Declaration of Rights of the colonists. This is the first official document. October 19th, I believe, 1765, the first official document that was drawn up and approved by a number in combination of the American colonies.
So Declaration of Rights and Grievances, 1765. So we were basically so repulsed by the King George, that we were complaining about all this stuff years before 1776. This didn't just happen in a vacuum overnight, guys. Remember, our public school teachers, the Democrats in particular, want to bring us into the European Union and this one world government. And the first thing they try to do is to take away your firearms. What was the first thing the King of England wanted to do? Take away your firearms, because you have no way to rebel or protect your family, you'll become just like Canada under the scumbag, the spawn of Fidel Castro, right? The swinger family that ended up having a son with Fidel Castro, and he's now the prime minister of Canada. Say many. Let's keep going.
Colonies, and Dickinson was the primary author of that as well. Now, Jane Calvert, who's probably the best expert on Dickinson's writings, she points out that as violence became prevalent in the northern colonies in response to the Stamp Act, of course, they went to tarring and feathering and things like that. Dickinson published a number of writings, a broadside that began with Friends and Countrymen in 1765. It offered the colonists the first practical advice on how to resist peacefully using the Quaker method of civil disobedience.
Civil disobedience.
Wife, Polly, was a devout Quaker. He was not.
Martin Luther King. By the way, what did Malcolm X say? Why would you let your enemy raise your children? Why would you send your kids to public school? What's wrong with you guys? Even if you have to find a way to give up your job and work part-time, why would you ever let some Marxist piece of garbage raise your children? What's wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you?
Although he was very much influenced by her, and he lived in a society, especially in Pennsylvania where he was living, there were a lot of Quakers there. So he had a lot of that mentality as well. But he recognized that government won't stop itself.
Hold up. Life under the microscope. Look, a lot of the things you're saying are true. I'm taking the bits and pieces of the good parts of Malcolm X and MLK to try to bring us together. I'm hoping you understand that, brother or sister, whoever you are, because Malcolm X was right. Why would you let your enemy raise your children? Why would you ever let that happen? And yeah, MLK wanted to bring people together, but how can you bring people together when you let your enemy raise your children? I'm just pointing out some valuable tidbits, because as a real American born in revolution, you should never, ever accept, like, I don't want anybody to think exactly like me. If you're somebody who wants to beat me, get the hell out of here. I want you to think for yourself. And that's why I'm doing these shows, because I want you to think for yourself with the understanding that our rights come from a creator, not from the government, not from whatever the political, some billionaire pays for, a Soros, a Trump, whoever it is. No, your rights come from a creator, your creator. Divine providence is where you come from. Think about that.
If you keep complying with government when they usurp power, they're never going to stop. He called it the detestable precedent. In essence, that's what he put in that broadside that began with Friends and Countrymen. If you comply with the act by using stamped papers, you rivet perpetual chains around your unhappy country. You voluntarily establish the detestable precedent for, I'm just off the top of my head, those who have forged your fetters ardently wish for. But he continued with this.
Awesome.
Again, civil disobedience, non-compliance as the way to defeat government programs. If you quietly bend your necks to that yoke, you prove yourselves ready to receive any bondage to which your lords and masters shall please to subject you. Now, I've got a bunch of original source documents, other articles, episodes, etc. that I'm citing for this episode. Alan Mosley, you got to check out his show, It's Too Late, as well. He does an awesome job just being consistent and on top of organizing a blog post for every episode that we do here. There is a show link section in each blog post that is kind of in the order, mostly in the order that I go through them in the show. So since I'm just reading like highlights, this is a highlight reel of all the stuff I'm trying to cover to tell the story that I want to tell you guys. But if you want to read and learn more in context on your own time, that'll all be over in a blog that I'll get published after Alan organizes it a couple of hours after this live stream is done over at 10thamendmentcenter.com/path to liberty. Again, 10thamendmentcenter.com/path to liberty. I want to get right back to it because we got a lot of content to cover here today. Now, where Dickinson's reputation really started to take a hit, primarily amongst modern historians or Hollywood screenwriters, for example, it's because he was he wasn't opposed to the Declaration of Independence in principle, but he did not sign. He refused to sign the document in July of 1776, and he argued against it. He was in favor.
So understand this. We all considered ourselves to be Englishmen, and he was opposed to signing a Declaration of Independence. But back then, he was still highly respected because he believed in independence, but he believed it was too soon. So keep listening, because this plays into slavery and all these other things that were going on in this time that Marxists have tried to convince you to believe makes all of our founding fathers evil, even though the people that sold them into slavery were the same color as them. Think about this. Just listen to what he has to say.
Of what everyone was trying to do, really, and he put his neck on the line to prove it as well. But here from the Delaware Cultural and Historical website, something, Delaware.gov, one of their websites, Dickinson knew that independence was inevitable, but strongly opposed the timing. Now, most people, when they cite his opposition to signing the Declaration of Independence, they basically use his opponent's propaganda against him from the time. And one of the leading guys who really could not stand him was John Adams. But John Adams said Dickinson was still honorable in how he dealt with this. And maybe it'll come clear here in just a moment. So he felt the move should be postponed until the colonies were more united and could obtain for.
Guys, understand this. I want you to understand something. I have arguments with these dogmatic dudes on Twitter all the time, like, oh, there's constitutional rights and all this BS. All of our founding fathers were conflicted. Dickinson wanted to wait until we were more united because he wanted to make sure that the split could be permanent. Think about that. What happened with Jekyll Island? Do you think the split was truly permanent? Because now we have a Federal Reserve System and an IRS that has now been politicized and has been used by Obama and the Biden to attack their political enemies. Do you really think that we were ready? Because I think that Dickinson was right. But let's keep listening. You'll understand why I feel this way as we keep listening. Let's go.
Foreign alliances. Now, Adams watched Dickinson as an orator. Dickinson was one of the best writers in American history, and Adams actually considered him almost as good of a speaker as Patrick Henry. So this is an incredible compliment. People certainly listened to him when he was saying, we're not ready for this. And he knew he was still going to lose. And this is how he put it. I know that the tide of the passions and prejudices of the people at large is strongly in favor of independence. I know, too, that I have acquired a character and some popularity with them, both of which I shall risk by opposing this favorite measure. Again, standing on his principles, even when he knew it would do harm to his public image. Standing on his principles, even though...
Just like my dad always said, do what's right. Who cares what the public says? You guys need to start thinking like that. Who cares what CNN or PMSNBC has to say, or the safe space pieces of garbage on your college campus has to say? Stand on your principles. My dad always said, be defined. Be defined. People will at least respect you. Let's keep listening.
No, he knew he was almost alone in that scenario, at least in the Second Continental Congress. He said, but I had rather risk both than speak or vote contrary to the dictates of my judgments and conscience. That was his speech against the motion for independence in the Second Continental Congress. And here from Jane Calvert again, she says, when the vote was taken, though, instead of voting no, this is what he did, refusing to vote against his conscience, but knowing that any declaration should be unanimous for the sake of the cause, Dickinson absented himself from the proceeding. So it still was I think it was Robert Morris as well, stepped away and did not vote yes, but then you still had a unanimous vote in favor.
That's right.
Going a little further here, it's one thing to talk about fighting for...
Because Dickinson knew that there would be a Jekyll Island. He knew that the bankers were going to end up controlling our country again. He knew that the King of England and his banksters were going to eventually come in and create this slavery system, which we have now with the 16th Amendment, unless everybody was on board. And he had the foresight to understand that. Some people think, oh, he was a traitor because he didn't support instant emancipation, but were we truly emancipated? Because Hamilton comes along later with federalism, which leads to what? Jekyll Island. Do your research, guys. Don't just assume that you know the truth. Do more research. I'm begging you, because you're my countrymen. We're Americans, and I love all of you. Let's go.
liberty. This is from an article by Mike Meharry. This is what he did next. It's another thing to put your money where your mouth is, and John Dickinson did that. A lot of people were talk. John Dickinson, even though he thought the timing was wrong, he wanted to see a draft of a constitution, which he was working on. I'll get to that in a little bit. He also wanted to see foreign alliances.
By the way, Right Hoot's pointing out that I have like 400 people watching and only like a couple of likes. Remember, when we're in vertical, the way that you show your likes is to double tap the screen. Please, guys, do that because it helps me grow with the algorithm. And also make sure to save for later. Saving for later to your favorites is more powerful than liking or commenting. So please always save my videos. They're long enough to where if you're a long haul trucker or you're sick of watching the Communist News Network, that you'll always have plenty of great material. The stuff that I present to you is what every single one of you guys and ladies really care about, especially if you have a family, and you know anything about American history. So please do that for me and do that for yourselves. Look, I'm not making money off this channel. I'm doing this because I love you guys and I love my country. And I want my children to grow up in a place where the government doesn't teach that it's okay to inject children with hormones or chop off their body parts. Okay.
He was concerned that they weren't ready. And if you jumped into it too quickly, they'd get crushed. And here's how Meharry continues. Despite his refusal to sign the Declaration of Independence, he was one of the few members of the first, he was one of only two, first or second Continental Congresses to take up arms in the American Revolution. So even though he did not vote yes, he thought they weren't ready, he still was on the side of the revolutionaries and actually put his neck on the line.
This dude was willing to sacrifice himself for you, for your children, even though he thought it was too soon to sign a Declaration of Independence. So think about that. Don't just condemn him. Let's keep going because you're going to be surprised at what you learn about what the king wanted to do to him. Let's keep going.
To prove it, Harry continued, Dickinson had already organized the 1st Battalion of troops raised in Philadelphia. Months earlier, in February of 1776, he led a detachment of the so-called associators to support colonial troops in New York. His unit was assigned to the Flying Camp. This was a mobile reserve that supported George Washington with around 10,000 men who could be called up to join the Continentals holding New York City at the time.
So think about that, 10,000 men. Now just think about it. They had no processing. They had no factories really. Imagine, so less than 3% of our founders actually participated. Less than 3% of the country participated in the actual fighting. 3,000 men, that means that probably 100,000 people, and I would say it was primarily females, women, who were processing the food, making the clothing, helping them with their gunpowder. I just want you guys to start thinking, like, don't think modernly. I mean, 10,000 men, this dude was a popular mother effer. Let's keep going.
Now, just days. Now, it's not like he just set that aside. We're not ready for independence. I'm going to go home, or I'm a Tory on the other side. No. Just days after the signing of the Declaration, Dickinson resumed command and his regiment marched to Elizabethtown, New Jersey to help protect the area from a British incursion from Staten Island. So, and on top of that, he later re-enlisted as a private in the Delaware militia. Jane Calvert points out that generally people of his stature, they were always given a commission. They did not go to the front lines. But John Dickinson signed up as a militia member, a private, and went to the front lines and fought. He was soon offered a promotion to be brigadier general, and he turned that down as well. This is a really, really honorable dude. And Calvert continues. This is an interesting side note, but she says at his soonest opportunity after the Declaration of Independence, he liberated all the black people he enslaved. He didn't have a lot of slaves. I think they were primarily inherited. But at first, she says it was just a conditional freedom. But within 10 years, he freed all of them unconditionally. Calvert says of the leading founders, John Dickinson was the only one to put the theory of the Declaration of Independence into practice fully, I would say, and free all those he enslaved during his lifetime. I thought that was pretty notable, especially for all the people that tell us how terrible all the founders are. I mean, maybe they should pay a little bit more attention to people like Dickinson, and there are others as well. Now, the British, even though some people will tell us today that this guy was opposed independence, he was one of the bad guys, they'll cite some propaganda against him. The British didn't agree with this. And near the end of 1777, Jane writes, when the British took Philadelphia, Dickinson nearly got Polly, his wife, and their children out of their house before the British, believing Dickinson was, quote, the ruler of America. He was so popular and famous, they really said that, this is how John Adams described it, he was the ruler of America, and they burned his estate to the ground. They did not burn the houses of some of the other people.
So this is a guy who didn't want to participate in the Declaration of Independence, yet he had an army of 10,000 men behind him, which means he probably had the support of about 100,000 colonists, and he fought on the side of the revolution. But his conscience prohibited him from participating in the unanimous declaration. And the reason why is, well, probably the same way I probably wouldn't have gone with it. There wasn't enough support. And what ended up happening is now we have a Federal Reserve System that has unelected representatives. We have no currency that's backed by anything of intrinsic value. And our country's going down the tubes. That's what happened. And that's what he was all about. And just keep listening. I really have a lot of respect for Dickinson. You don't hear about him anymore, but he reminds me of me in a lot of ways, and I'm not bragging, but he's one of us. He was more respected then than he is now. He's not even, you don't even know who this guy is because he's not a signer, right? But let's keep listening.
People that they absolutely despise, but they went after Dickinson pretty aggressively. And if the empire thinks you're the worst of the worst, you're probably the best of the best. Now, if all this wasn't enough, Dickinson also chaired the Continental Congress's Congressional Committee that wrote the Articles of Confederation. In fact, the first draft of the Articles of Confederation that survives to this day is in Dickinson's handwriting.
That's
and I
right.
thought it would be a good idea to reference you guys to this other episode I did, Articles of Confederation, an introduction. It's a nice overview.
And no, for you communist educated school kids, Articles of Confederation has nothing to do with the Confederacy or the Confederate War between the states. That's because you've never learned anything, because you're being educated by morons who went to colleges and public schools. The Articles of Confederation came after the Declaration of Independence and before the actual Constitution. So keep listening. It's too bad Ralph Riley's not here. I know he hates that I shoot this in vertical, but I wouldn't have 106,000 views right now if I was in horizontal. And the views are what matter to me, not because I think it makes me popular, because I don't give a shit about myself. I care about you and my freaking country. So just listen.
Of that document, which went into effect on March 1st, 1781, had a lot of influence from people like Dickinson, but there were others involved as well. That will be, of course, linked to in the show notes at 10thamendmentcenter.com/path to liberty. So not only is he what I would call, I don't see anyone else do this, is my name for him, the father of the Articles of Confederation, he was also one of the most influential framers of the Constitution during the convention in Philadelphia. Here from Nadelson, he said, only 3 weeks into the convention, Dickinson prepared an outline for a proposed constitution. It included many features the delegates eventually adopted. Enumerated powers. He, Roger Sherman, and a few others were the ones who really drove things from kind of an unlimited centralized authority in all cases whatsoever. In essence, the Hamiltonian, Randolph, Madison plans, the approaches there into a one of strictly limited enumerated powers. He also had selection of senators by the state legislatures. He was the guy that came up, well, one of the leading people that came up with that plan. A minimum age of 30 for senators, rotating elections, restrictions on the states issuing money, so going after paper money, fiat. Guarantees of trial by jury and habeas corpus also was really driven by.
So did you hear that? Fiat currency was his enemy. Now do you guys understand why modern academia hated this guy? Because modern academia supports our fiat currency system, the leftist Marxist Bank of England currency system. That's why he was against supporting a revolution too soon. Think about this, guys. I want critical thinkers on my channel. Let's keep going.
By John Dickinson at the Philadelphia Convention, and the early stages, Nadelson calls it the embryo of what became the necessary and proper clause. I'm curious, I don't actually know the answer to this. I'm not sure if Dickinson was happy with the final version of that clause, but who knows? Now, naturally, Rob writes, Dickinson's plan also included some ideas not ultimately adopted. He wanted an executive branch headed by 3 persons instead of 1. So he wasn't, especially if you consider the fact that he was like a leading drafter of the Articles of Confederation, but then he was a Federalist supporter of the Constitution. He definitely was not like James Wilson or Alexander Hamilton or even Madison. He was somewhere kind of in the middle because he took some positions that were very popular with anti-federalists like George Mason, like having a multi-headed executive branch instead of a single person, because that was too monarchical to people like Dickinson and Franklin and others. Anyway, so he was incredibly influential in the Philadelphia Convention. And Rob continues. He says, one of Dickinson's most important constitutional contributions was his role in developing the concept later known as dual sovereignty. I think it's kind of a misnomer because sovereignty in the American system, and Wilson was correct on this as well, no government holds sovereignty. Sovereignty is final authority. And only the people of the several states hold final authority. The people in each state or in the collective states regarding the Constitution for the United States. But just the term is what generally is used.
That's right.
And his role in developing this concept later known as dual sovereignty, by which the central government or general government would have sovereignty, final authority as to enumerated or listed subjects, and the states would be sovereign as to all other matters. Now, James Madison ran with this in his Federalist Papers, number 45, where he explained that the proposed constitution would be creating a general government of few.
So, by the way, guys, so you can see that Dickinson he toes the line between federalism and anti-federalism. You see that? Like, the point that I'm trying to make to you guys is you need to think for yourselves. Okay. Jefferson wasn't 100% right. Obviously Hamilton was, as far as I'm concerned, a joke, but they all had their country's interests in mind. And so I'm wanting you guys to be critical thinkers and think outside the box. And as BZ Watchdog has correctly pointed out, is getting bored. And I don't want you guys to get so bored that you don't come back. So I place the link to this video in the sidebar because I want you guys to go back and watch this on your own time. I'm at 22 minutes and 30 seconds in. So that means you've got, I don't know how much longer, but most of the video has been played. So go back on your own time and watch the rest of this. Make sure to like and subscribe to the 10th Amendment Center, and make sure to always tell Mike that you joined because of Mike Eline, because I'm trying to get this guy to come on my channel. I keep sending him super chats and everything I can to try to get him to come on my show so you guys can have him and I on here to ask questions. But I just want you guys to know that this is why I do the comedy and I do all the fun, because I'm hoping to funnel people in to watching the 10th Amendment Center and see what he's got to say, because I think that he is absolutely just blessed with great intelligence. And this is what it's all about. If you want to learn about freedom, natural law, come on my channel and watch this guy. So let's get into the next video and let's have some fun now. Let's get a little bit of fun going. I've already gone over 2 hours. Clearly, I didn't take my son to judo tonight, so hopefully we'll have a little bit of fun. I know a lot of you guys are back east and you're probably ready to pass out, but let me make you laugh a little bit. There's just a few more videos that I can show you to make you laugh, and then we'll move it on. We'll move it on down the road. Let's go.
Looks like a black male wearing a black tank top in the kitchen. If we still have RP on the phone, can we have them all come out?
All right. Hey, we're going to call one more time so we can get this guy to come out.
Can you come outside? Okay, come outside, please, and walk towards our vehicles just with nothing in your hand. Some people are there. Okay, I understand that. We just want to get everyone out safely. We are here doing a safety check, and you're outside. I don't know how many people you have inside. You said you can't tell me, so it would be easier if I could get everyone outside. Is anyone in danger? Yeah, we're coming in through the door then. We need to go.
Right now?
Okay.
What's going on?
Well, tell us what's going on.
I don't know what's going on, but they need to go now too.
He can't talk freely. I asked if anyone's in danger. He says, mm-hmm. But he said he doesn't want his door busted, so he'll come to the door. Please. We're coming inside, doing a welfare check.
How many people are in here? All right, you three come this way.
Come outside, please.
Welfare check. Where's Brick Jonesy? We need to talk about. Where's Let's OTVO? Let's talk about welfare check. Let's go.
Hey, keep your hands up.
There. Hang on.
What did I do?
Hey, hang on. Relax.
Hey, get your hands up right now.
Hey, we're showing up to make sure whether or not you cast your welfare check. We're doing a welfare check. Did you cash your welfare check? We need to make sure.
What's happening?
Okay, walk down.
You want my ass back?
All right, come on down.
Okay, buckle my pants.
Yep, come on down. Walk down.
This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
No.
I'm lost, y'all. I just clicked. I don't even know what's going on in this. It's supposed to be like cops' daughter getting into a gun accident. They won't see this.
Take your backpack off.
My backpack?
Not you. Man, can we put your handcuffs on it right now?
Dude, stop. He didn't do anything. No, let him go.
Hey, stop.
But he didn't do anything. Why are you touching my neck, bro? He didn't do anything.
By the way, allegedly her dad's a cop, so this is kind of interesting. I mean, what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Back up on my man, bro.
We're all here.
Yeah.
Called 911, right?
Who called
That's what
911?
we're trying to figure out.
No.
So you can stop.
No.
So we're trying to figure
You're
it out.
arresting my man for what? No.
You know what I'm saying?
She's doing too much already. Just calm your butt down, bro. That's it.
Me? No, stop.
You don't calm down and put you in handcuffs.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, he's not under arrest. He's being detained because we got called that someone had a gun. And
No one has a gun.
Listen to me.
I know, I
He's being
understand.
detained because someone had a gun.
At this point, I
And
want you to
whoever-
detain me.
What?
I want you to detain me at this point. I don't have anything on me,
Okay, we're
but
gonna
I just
set
don't
this
want
down.
my boyfriend to be in trouble.
Okay, so we're gonna
Dude,
detain
let go of him. Dude, let go of my bro.
It's okay, baby.
He didn't do anything. Let go of me.
Baby, I love you. It's okay.
Oh, you're arresting me?
You're being detained.
I'm being detained?
Yes,
Let the go, bro. Because my dad's a lawyer.
Are you pushing a cult? No, I'm.
Her dad's a lawyer or a cop? I don't get it. It says that her dad is a cop, so I'm confused. But first she asked to be detained, and then she said, "You're detaining me." I don't know. I'm kind of confused. It's kind of weird, but give me some comments in the sidebar. It sounds like we have the minus 90 IQ people here, not knowing what's going on. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say.
Not the person you called. The Caucasian male over there is my best friend. You know?
Gang, gang. Gang.
I literally did not. Okay, yes, I
You
will.
cray
Don't
cray.
touch me. But can you listen to me? I would like to. My dad is an
Oh
officer.
man, this is wild.
Please. Okay, can you listen to me though? I'm gonna go on that side and listen to you. Okay, but as long as somebody listens to me, I'm gonna listen to you. No, come back and listen. I will come and listen to you.
Why do you think it was calling 911? Because you already see why. So there was just argument going on.
Cray cray. You already see why he's like she's crazy.
I know. I understand. I do understand because my dad is a cop.
Bro, if she calm down, everything will be smooth, bro. She might get arrested at the end of this video, bro. That's crazy.
And you can run his name.
Okay, I was trying to listen to you out there, but you.
I know. I'm escalated.
So what do you want me to listen to?
I just want you to know I'm not doing anything wrong.
Stay in the car.
Okay, I am gonna stay in the car, but also my pants are falling down. So do you mind if I stand up and?
Okay, just stay in the car.
Okay, but I'm gonna lift my pants up.
Okay.
Yes. Just...
Okay. Okay. So what do you want me to listen to?
I did nothing wrong. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
You have me in handcuffs for what? My dad is actually a cop, and if you heard about this, I have done nothing wrong.
I'm trying to treat you with the respect, but I need you to.
Okay, I will treat you with respect. I will treat you with the respect you give me.
Who's she threatened?
My caregiver.
Okay, how did she threaten?
Gun.
What did she do?
Showed the gun and went out on foot with shoes.
She just showed it, or she pulled it?
Damn, she's playing crazy out here.
Pointed at somebody. What did she do?
No one's pointing gun.
Okay, so nobody pulled out and pointed it.
Just don't mess with guns.
So what'd she do? She just showed it.
Yeah, and then my roommate said get out.
Which roommate was that?
It's
Who you got? This girl over here brandished a gun at somebody inside, made you guys feel uncomfortable. You called 911. So when an officer was talking to you on the phone, you said people inside were in danger. Do you know what she did with the gun? Where it's at now?
Don't have any idea.
You don't have any idea?
Just sit down and I'll get you back.
Baby!
See, hey, you're being
Cray, 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 cray,
We're not getting everybody released if nothing happened.
Okay.
But I need to make sure that nothing happened, and you haven't told me what happened yet.
Nothing happened. I'm new to this.
I'm new to this.
Please go over to my boyfriend.
No,
You didn't talk to me by him.
Okay, there's stuff going on right
Baby! JJ, baby! Dude, let me go by him. Baby!
Long ribs. What'd you say? JJ, let me go bong ribs. Know what I'm saying?
So you're saying the guy over there with the hat and sitting in front of the cop car was the one that, does he have a weapon on him? He does? How do you know that? He did? Yeah, this guy's saying that the dude sitting in front of the cop car actually has a weapon on him and he pulled it on him. What kind of weapon was it? In the park? Which park? He said he did sit in the park.
Boy, being a snitch. Boy, you tell him? You tell him, my nigga?
You know what we're about?
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what it was? Was it a gun, knife, what? A gun? Do you know what kind of gun it was?
That fool
Did
done
anybody else
pissed
see him
on
pull
his
that gun on
homie.
him?
So let's go and drop that in there.
You know what happened today?
Well, y'all got a chance, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got a chance, you know what I'm saying? Check out this video. So here's the thing. She's claiming that her dad's a cop, right? So if her dad's a cop and she's asking to be detained, and then she's saying, why did you detain me? What's going on? I don't know what the heck is going on, guys, but I'm very, very scared for our country that we have retards like that. Like if that's the spawn of someone who's a cop, imagine how daft the cop is. So just keep that in mind. These are the people who are getting onto the police force. That's why I wanted to show this video. I thought it was hilarious. Now let's get in it. Let's have a little bit more fun, because you know what I'm saying? Because I just trying to have a little bit of fun. You know what I'm saying? So let's just check out the next one. Let's go.
My partner stopped you is because you're going 60 and a 15. Your record, I can see that you're pretty clean.
He was a lawyer who became a
but
cop.
I do have to ding you for speeding.
Y'all ready? Pretty nervous, to be honest. Last time we almost got arrested.
Hey, Russo, if you get arrested, can you do me some chaka-chaka?
Pretty much, guys.
10
years in prison, guys. 10 years in prison.
Well, guess what? We don't give a... We don't...
I'm the one who's acting. You're behind, so you're cool. Oh, there's a cop right there.
A cop is coming, bro.
I do have paperwork.
Alright, guys.
Sorry, bro.
What do you gotta say about this, bro? No, they were cool. They're awesome.
All right, so I don't want to keep playing this because you got that music, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get a copyright strike, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna drop this link for you guys because I really get a kick out of these dudes. I think they're really funny, and it just Tiffany is just making me laugh right now. I know they're not real cops, Tiffany. I'm trying to have some fun. I'm trying to make you guys laugh because I'm trying to bring in the younger crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get people to learn about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. That's what it's all about. So let's get into something that's more serious now, Tiffany, now that you're here, because I haven't seen you all freaking night. Give me some push-ups, Tiffany. I want to see 20 right now. Anyways, here we go. This one's like 13 minutes. And after this one, I think we'll probably call it a night because I'm getting really tired. But I hope you guys love that constitutional law about Dickinson. I shared the link with y'all. Please, please, please check it out. Learn a little bit more about the amazing history of our country and why I love America so much and why I spend almost as much time with y'all at night as I do in my day job. Yes, they are, F. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Gotta go to the white party, you know what I'm saying, with Oprah and P. Diddy. Yeah.
You're close? What time you close? Oh, dang. All right. Thanks. It says 5 right here. 5?
Do you see any people in there?
I'm just going by what the paper
I
says.
see you.
I'm just here.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Securitas, huh? What office you work out of? Are you at the office down the street? Is that down?
It says right here, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's what I was going by right there.
Appointments and information, phone number. Are you sure you're close? Are they close or you're close? She said she's close.
The door's wide open for us, too. They're very welcoming here. Hours of operation, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There it is right there.
You're doing? All right.
You guys filming?
What's that?
Are you filming?
That's what it looks like.
Okay. Can't film.
Hey, where's
Don't touch my
BZ
shit,
right
bro.
now when I need him?
What's wrong with you?
All right. You guys are gonna trim that thing off, man.
What's that?
You gotta trim that off, man.
But why?
Can't be filming.
Where is St. Filming?
Where's that short law posted, sir?
Where does it say no filming? I don't see any sign that says no filming. Wow.
He goes and grabs his flashlight. Like, how's that gonna help? It's light, right? There's no need for a
Are you in a public building?
Huh?
Are you in a public building? Okay. Well, then you might be on YouTube. There's a lot of other outlets too. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Jokers.com. All that, huh?
Oh gosh.
Is that down?
Just wild, guys.
It just says no weapons, guns, knives, box cutters, pepper spray, etc. That's all it says.
Well, we're gonna walk through the metal detector now. You even give us that option.
So this is Child Support Services Department, County of Los Angeles, Division 5. Securitas says that we can't be in here filming. And definitely know we're in our legal rights.
You guys make a movie?
Yep, definitely. One of those fake movies, man, fake movie.
So I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Why is it that all government employees look like they're about 400 pounds overweight? You know, tells me they're eating a little bit too much. Maybe they're getting paid too much. What do you guys think? Give me a bunch of ones if you think government employees get paid too much money out of your paycheck. Let me know what you think.
The fake news, is that down?
Yeah.
Well, there's really not much more to see here unless we go upstairs. Environmental health.
Public health.
Let's check out the environmental health office.
With way low morals. Yeah, that's right. Service Employees International Union, communists.
Contract department.
Marxists, anti-Americans. Why is that anti-Americans run all of our government agencies? I don't get it. People who hate our country run all of our government agencies, right? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Anti-Americans on pensions that we pay for, who vote for people who want to emasculate our children and turn our boys into girls. What the hell is going on with our country? Help me understand what's going on. Explain to me, Luce. Explain to me. Infiltrating what's infiltrated. We need to abolish the
checking plans here. That's about it. Forms of payment. Cashier, I guess.
It is the bee salt
It's not
shaker.
even
You're
labeled
right.
cashier.
I agree, 1000%.
Guess we came too late, huh?
It is Germany. Just replace the S and the A after NASA. What do you have with a Z and an I? Replace the S and the A with a Z and an I after NASA. Operation Paperclip. What do you have? OSS, CIA. Think about it, guys. SS,
Is that down,
OSS,
Mark?
SS, CIA. Think about it.
Yeah. Built up. Down. First district.
That's right, life. I know what you're talking about, homegirl or homeboy,
District
whoever
is,
you are. Whoever you are.
Catholic.
Oh, they racist. They racist because they be blonde. They racist.
No.
Security later?
Mm-hmm.
Securitas.
Oh, she has a gun too, huh? I didn't even notice that.
It's fully loaded?
She's armed.
Oh, there you go.
All right, these guys are kind of boring me a little bit. I feel a little BZ Watchdog vibe coming on. Let's get into the last video, and then we'll call it a night. All right, guys? Let's go.
So welcome to Crown Rick Auto. Today we're gonna do something a little different. We are gonna search a policeman. Here we have a 28-year-old Caucasian male, approximately 27 years old.
Getting late.
By 27 or 28.
Give or take.
10 o'clock back.
Security man right here is gonna make sure that he cooperates.
right now.
Otherwise, show him what he's gonna get. So it'd be your best interest.
I can play that game. I might choose a cartridge.
It would be your interest for you to cooperate. You guys, okay.
Well, prepared.
All right.
Are you prepared?
I am prepared.
You're wearing pants, I see.
Yes, with a broken zipper.
I don't even want to know.
I'm gonna search it for goodies, guns, weapons, contraband.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
That sounds like a good time to you. All right, so starting off from the top, he's got what is that?
High and tight, fade. There's different variations.
He's got something in his mouth.
Nothing.
What is this? What do you call this?
This is off, right? Okay, yeah.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
okay.
Axon body camera. All right, let's see what he's got, man. We're gonna check out his everyday carry. So he carries a Axon body cam.
It's on standby, and you click it, hold it down, turns it on. Click it twice, turns it off.
Oh, okay. So you're recording me, recording you.
Well, I could be.
Oh, okay. Well, those, I mean, those things are like police issued only, right?
Yep. Magnetized.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Now I know what that thing is. I found one of those before.
Oh.
Didn't know what it was. All right. So right over here, what is this right here?
This is a emergency tourniquet. People get shot or stabbed, you can save their life.
Uh-huh.
Put that on them, twist it, cuts off the blood circulation.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of us have been getting these lately. So
Nice. Do you?
I carry those. I carry about 5 or 6 of those in my truck. You should always have tourniquets, guys. So my buddy in Marsoc brought me a ton of those back from Afghanistan, and I recommend everybody has at least one tourniquet on you or close to you at all times. Let's keep going.
You have that kit where somebody's choking, you can make a little cut in their neck, and then put a little
no.
tube where they can breathe.
No.
All right, we'll save that for the EMT, right?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And right over here, you got like pepper spray.
Your Glock.
Mark
What kind
3
of-
size.
Okay, mean green. Nice.
The
You ever
law
had?
enforcement formula.
Nice. You ever had to use one of those before?
Plenty of times.
You ever got backsplash?
Yep. That's not fun either.
Yeah. And what you got here? Let's see.
Double cuffs.
Oh, nice. Okay. What brand
BZ
of those?
cuffs, double cuff for BZ
Peerless.
Watchdog.
Peerless.
Torture cuffs.
And those are like extra clips.
Yep.
What
Magazine.
kind of bullets are those?
Golden sabers. Those are not to make.
So the guy calls them clips because he's a complete freaking retard, but these are called magazines. And it looks like he's carrying probably a Glock 19. So that would mean that he probably has 17 rounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you guys know what's up. I think it's either 15 or 17 rounds, standard capacity mags, but it looks like he's got law enforcement load. So it's probably a 9mm with hollow points that are expanding, but they're probably rounds that civilians can't buy. They're probably law enforcement loads. So they expand to like 2 to 3 times the normal size, designed to completely rip your whole insides apart. So let's take a look.
Friends with.
What do you think will happen if we tase a bullet?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing?
But it's you, so anything. I mean, a hot dog will appear. The funny man will sing.
All right. So this is a classic. Oh yeah, I have one of these.
Baton.
Old school. So is there a reason why you carry this one instead of the expandable one?
I'm just old school, and I prefer that. So.
Boom. Go. This is cool. Taser X26.
Yeah, you got one of these.
Yeah.
Except you don't have the law enforcement versions.
Yeah,
of
that's
everything.
right. And then you got the extended clip.
Yep.
Do these save data?
Yes, they do.
Okay, yeah, I got the.
Yeah, hollow Tiffany. That's right.
Junkyard Boy says he still wants revenge.
Screw him. He got fired.
The original?
Oh no, yeah, no, the
OG.
yeah.
New one.
He wants revenge.
This is OG, right?
Yeah, that's right. These are all
that's
the.
why real security man's here.
Yeah, real
I'm
security
here.
man. That's right. He's here.
And I'm here.
Original guys.
That's right.
Right. Okay, so moving on, we have a. What is that? Like, what kind of
A very expensive digital radio.
digital radio? Okay, and right here we have a flashlight.
Yep.
In case it gets dark.
Yep.
Stream light.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Tell nobody I'm leaving it on, so they'll die.
You fue la chingada way.
Hey, what's in here?
Chihuero.
Condoms.
You like standing behind me.
And
Mucho
wallet,
traca,
gloves,
carnal.
wallet. You got any money?
Do I? Let's see.
So, do
Oh,
cops? Oh, nice.
So hold on a minute. One of our members says, or our audience, Richard Coates says, cops aren't allowed to carry hollow point, or did the law change? So Richard, most officers I know do carry hollows. The only place hollows, as far as I know, are outlawed is the military. We're not allowed to carry them in the Corps because it violates the Geneva Convention because of the damage that they can cause. Think about that. Our cops, who are allegedly there to protect us, get to carry something that's outlawed by the Geneva Convention. So that's why I was hoping somebody would point this out, but Richard clearly is like one of the only guys in my audience. Well, look, all you guys are good thinkers, but Richard is a true critical thinker. The issue is going to be, well, you're off a little bit, Richard. It's the Geneva Convention, unless you're me trying to be me to teach a lesson. And that is that, no, a lot of law enforcement agents use hollow points because they have more stopping power, but they also destroy your innards. And surviving a hollow point, I mean, the fragmentation is like, forget it. And that's why we use full metal jackets there, you, in the military, right? Full metal jackets there, you. Arr! So think about that, guys. That's a pretty good comment, though, from freaking doggone Richard Coates. Not to be confused with Red Coat, because I think Richard is a patriot. Let's keep going.
Yeah. So do cops have to buy their own lunch?
Yes.
They
Of
do?
course we do.
Okay, so the state doesn't, or not the state.
I mean,
but
people do accept gratuities. You're not supposed to. So,
Uh-huh.
I mean,
You guys get a
everyone
lot of-
has their own variations, but generally, no, you shouldn't take anything like that.
Okay, you guys always get discounts, anyways, right?
Yeah, In-N-Out does. A few places do. So, I mean, it always helps out.
Hey, In and Out. That's
Yeah,
a win
Richard,
right
I'm
there.
pretty sure, brother.
What kind of watch is that?
A nice, expensive one. Can you
Yeah.
pronounce it?
Shunto.
I'll take that.
I don't know.
What about the biscuit?
Yeah, we'll get to the good part last.
That's right.
And what kind of shoes are those?
Dana Arcadias. They're about $300.
I got one question.
What are
Dave
those?
Jordan.
Ready to grab the thing. Oh, yeah, watch out. That's my security.
Rent a cop.
What kind of biscuit? What kind of biscuit do you got?
All right, hold on. Let me make sure this is safe.
Okay.
Nice. Not bad, man.
Oh,
Whoa.
sweet.
real
Hey,
proud.
Mr. Check it for
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chambers.
Glock 22, 40 caliber. What's a TLR?
40. Holy
Yep.
smokes.
Looks like a 19.
The TRL1 HL, high lumens.
Wow.
So that's a strobe feature too. So yeah.
So my understanding is the 40 is a little bit bigger round than a 9, and it's a little bit hotter. And so if he's got it's it's just a little bit under a 45 and a little bit above a 9, but I believe it's got a hotter magazine cartridge, a hotter cartridge, not magazine, a hotter cartridge. So it's going to give it a little bit more velocity. I carry a Glock 19 for my carry, and I usually am going to carry a 45 for my house gun, and always have a 45 in the car as well as a backup, as well as an AR-15. I recommend that you all do the same, but you have to live in a free state to be able to do that. So let's keep going.
Nice biscuit. Very nice. Have you ever had to use that before?
Building searches,
a
few things like that, but
okay, never had to shoot at someone.
Too crazy.
Okay,
well, good.
Cool. So do you guys?
Not
do
bad,
cops
dude.
always keep one in the chamber, like ready to shoot?
Okay.
Should.
That's the one he popped out. You didn't notice that?
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest with you. If you have children in the house, I would recommend that you always do the Israeli load, where you never have a round in the chamber. Because I'm a proponent of Israeli draw for the house and not having a safety. Most of my weapons are strikers, so I'm not going to have a safety on them. So I don't know what you use. I'm a 1911 guy, but for fun, and I was trained on 1911s, but I like strikers, and I don't know what you guys are into, but if you're going to use a striker, it's generally not going to have a safety. Now I do, for my house gun, I use for myself an FNP 45, and my backup car gun is an FNP 45, and it's got all kinds of safeties. But as a general rule, if you've got children, you want to always do Israeli style. And, so just keep that in mind. And if you have questions about any of the things that I'm saying, reach out to me, go to my email, talk to BZ Watchdog or one of my friends who's got my email, and I'll talk to you more about that. But I got plenty of friends who do CQB courses. I used to teach one for female rape victims, and I recommend that every single person on my channel always be armed if you're in a free state and know how to, and you're properly trained. Well regulated means properly trained, not the communist modern version that means the government has the right to tell you if you can have a gun. Let's keep going.
I mean, I thought maybe he forgot.
Rick's blind.
Yeah. I thought maybe. Oh, I saw that, but I just I know. I was just wondering if maybe you forgot to take it out of the chamber or something.
No.
Okay, so it was on purpose.
Can I tase him now?
No, he's my security man, and I won't have much of.
I can have Dick on the show sometime.
Be useless to me.
Taylor is one of my buddies.
Junkyard
So, yeah.
Boy, OG,
OG Junkyard Boy. He wants his revenge.
part 2.
Where is he?
He's. That's a good question. I don't think he knows where he is.
Junkyard Boy, where are you? We're gonna have a reunion. No tasers this time. I promise.
Junkyard Boy doesn't know where Junkyard Boy is. He's probably in rehab. Shh, don't tell nobody I said that.
Hey, I think he's got a warrant.
Get your knees.
He does have a warrant.
Get your knees. Cross your ankles. Put your hands off your head. Hands off your head. On top of your head. Look to your left.
What is this?
Yep.
Feeling so many memories.
You should have a warrant. All right, stand up. Up.
There you go, guys. So you kind of got to see what's going on. I don't want to get into all the music and all that crazy stuff. I just wanted you guys to see that they were able to find a willing accomplice in law enforcement to kind of show you a little bit about what their gear is and all that stuff. I kind of have a little bit of fun with it. I'm not one of these guys that thinks that everybody who has a police uniform is automatically your enemy. I happen to think that a lot of people get into the job because they think that they're going to do good for the country. And I represent a lot of whistleblowers who joined the police because they were disillusioned and thought they were going to save their country or their city or whatever. And they realized that it's just a highly politicized joke. And they became whistleblowers, and now they're considered to be the enemy of the police department. And I've had a couple of whistleblowers, Ryan from Texas, on my show, who is a Texas cop, or was a Texas cop. And, it takes a while for you to recover from that. But the bottom line is I believe that God made us all in his image, and that we all have great qualities that we can offer to the world. And a lot of people become cops because they think that they're doing it for the right reason. I think most of the people on my show realize that the government needs to be harnessed. The government needs to be handcuffed, not we, the people. And so I really appreciate you all showing up for the show tonight. We've been on for almost 3 hours. Thanks, Brett Ray. And for everybody who hooked me up with super chats and purchasing memberships, it really helps a lot. More than anything, I had a really great time with everybody. We give me a bunch of ones for me, guys, because tonight we got, let me tell you, so far, because I got the back channel. Let me give it a refresh. Let me give it a freaking doggone refresh. Hold on. Give me a second. Race Gas, good seeing you, brother. Tonight we picked up, it's still loading, got 119,000 views. And out of those views, I'm hoping that you, like some of them, saw my constitutional law video about Dickinson. And I encourage all of you to go back and save my video, double tap the screen to get that like, but save the video, save to your favorites. And if you're a driver, if you're someone who has friends or family overseas, we're going to go on a vacation. If you're a long haul trucker, listen to my stuff, share it, save it, like it, later on down the road, because this is all live stuff. I'm going to try to have my buddy Rami make it horizontal and put it into regular videos. I'm going to try to break these videos up into like 10-minute videos to make it easier for the lazy folks who don't have 3 hours to listen or watch a video. But the idea is I want to share a little bit about who I am and what I like to do and how I like to help people as a lawyer. And then if you really want to help my channel and not give all the money to Yahoo or Google or whoever, pick up a copy of my digital version, the digital version of my ebook called My Journey to Becoming a Practicing Lawyer with No Law Degree or Undergrad. And I'll talk to you about how I became a California attorney on the law office study program. And it was a tough journey, but I did it. And besides becoming a U.S. Marine, the most rewarding experience for me was passing the California bar exam, the hardest bar exam by far of any state in the union at the time when I took it. So an amazing achievement, not bragging, but telling you that if you put your mind to it, what the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And if I was able to do it without any academic credentials, just being a jarhead, being a blue-collar worker, you can do the same thing. So take my example as an inspiration, not as braggartry. I don't know if that's a word, braggartry. I think it is. I got to look it up now. Because I don't want to be wrong on my proper use of England, as my Scottish friends would say. Because when I was in Scotland, I'd say, man, you guys can't speak English. They say, speak proper England, mate. What the hell's wrong with you, Jimmy? Fuck's sakes. We hate the English, man. So anyways, you get the idea. So the idea is you don't need to be a genius or a brainiac. What you need is common sense. Common sense. Thomas Paine, common sense. Use your common sense, guys. Learn to be a critical thinker. Take the lessons that you learned from my show, a little bit of laughter, a little bit of fun, and try to use that to better your life. So let me just thank my audience before I close out the show tonight. Again, anybody who wants to throw me a super chat, a like, subscribe, purchase a copy of my ebook, you guys are the kind of people that I need, because it helps me keep these shows going, because it's not easy. I run a full-time law firm. I work about 18 hours a day, and then I do these shows. I just was with you for 3 hours. I'm fried, but I feel obligated to help you, because now my emails are blowing up every day with people asking me to share videos, asking me to help them with problems. I'm only licensed in California and Texas. I can't help everyone, but my love is Second Amendment rights in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and natural law above all else. So that's why I'm here, to try to talk to you and help you with what I know. So what's the matter, you? Thank you. And yeah, right, Tiffany. Tiffany, thank you. And what's the matter, you? Be quiet, buddy. I don't want to get in trouble. And then make sure to go to BZ Watchdog and like and subscribe to his channel. And Peter Stone, let me see what's going on with Peter. Thomas Paine once said that he that would safeguard his own liberty must protect even his enemy from oppression. For if he violates this duty, he establishes a precedent that will reach to himself. Oh my God, Peter, please subscribe to my channel. You're the kind of person that I want as part of Team MPE. Damn, I just got I almost peed my pants. I get chills up my spine when thank you, Lord, that you gave me this opportunity, that it gave me this health, that I could run across people like Peter Stone. And I didn't say kidney stone, I said Peter Stone. And Salt Shaker, thank you, brother. Salt Shaker just hit me up with a $1.99 super chat. That means a lot to me, man. And I know that a $1.99 to you might be like $1,000 to me. And so it's not how much you supported my channel with. It's the fact that you went the extra mile to support me the same way that I go the extra mile to support y'all, because I do care about you guys. And so that being said, if you really want to support my family, if you get in a car accident or a truck accident or a motorcycle accident, reach out to me, because I am a personal injury attorney. That's how I pay my bills. And I have one of the largest motorcycle accident settlements in the history of this country, $10.7 million for a fellow Army soldier who was injured in a catastrophic motorcycle accident, survived. And that's what I do. I support veterans primarily. Those are the people I primarily represent. But patriots are the people I love, regardless of whether or not they're veterans. Not all of you can serve in the military, and I don't expect you to. And then Life Under the Microscope just hit me up. He's going to grab a copy of my book. And by the way, I didn't mean to assume your gender, but I'm assuming Life Under the Microscope is a dude. And Life Under the Microscope is going to pick up a copy of my book, which is My Journey to Becoming a Practicing Lawyer with No Law Degree or Undergrad. And again, what you're seeing here, this is the soft cover. The book that I'm selling is my digital version, and that is a living ebook. So that when I update it and edit it, you'll get the changes. So that makes it a little bit different. Oh my God. And Tiffany, thank you so much, Tiffany. I think Tiffany was married to a Marine at some point. She says that I'm motivation. She respects and appreciates my background as a jarhead. I was a Lance Corporal. I was medically boarded out of the Marine Corps under honorable conditions. But I still wish that I could be a Marine. And in my heart, I am a Marine. And that's probably one of the reasons why I do these shows too, because you guys motivate the F out of me. Just having you guys. We've got 120,000 views tonight, guys. 6 months ago when I started this channel, I barely got like 20 views per show. So you guys, I love you guys. I really do. I honestly do love you and care about you. You're my family as Americans, and you love your country too. And that's why you're on my show. So thank you, Tiffany. $9.99, $5, $1.99. If I get a bunch of that, if I got $1 for each view, that would mean I would make $120,000 from one show. Think about that. That would mean that after a couple of shows, I could quit my day job and just be on here all day, which is what I'd rather be doing, to be honest. But it is what it is, right? Till then, I am your servant, and I love all you guys, and I really do. I care about everybody on my show and all Americans for that matter. And thank you, Tom Gardner, for liking and subscribing to my show. The best way to support my channel besides monetarily is for you to share my channel, to like and subscribe, and press the save button. Double tap the vertical screen to get a like, but press that save button for later viewing. And also make sure to support BZ Watchdog and Chili DeCastro over at Delete Laws, my homeboy. And, check out BZ, of course, and Brick Jonesy and all the regulars. Call them my regulars, right? Like we're militia, the regulars and the irregulars. Support the regulars and the irregulars, mate. Jimmy. And Race Gas, thanks for showing up. Late or not, you made it. That's what matters. Salt Shaker, Brett Ray, Race Gas, Richard Coates, Tiffany Dagley or Dagley. I think it's Dagley. I probably prefer Dagley, I would imagine. And let me see who else. I'm scrolling right now to make sure I thank everyone. And Raya Hoot, Serious Audits, thank you. By the way, guys, go, again, if you want to pick up a copy of my digital ebook, again, this is the soft cover. This would probably cost 40 to 50 bucks. Go, if you want to pick up a copy of my actual digital ebook, give me 1 second before we hang up the channel here. I'm going to share with you my actual, here we go. Hold on. Stand by, platoon. 10. All right. Stand by. All right. So there's my actual channel. You go to Michael Leline on YouTube. All you have to do is click more. Scroll down where you see about right here. You see my links, my personal blog, the law firm that I work for. If you get in a car accident, this is where you go. Law firm contact. Right here, PayPal. $19.99. Grab a copy of my book. It'll probably take me a couple days to get it out. You can also add me as a subscriber on the Reddit page. There's my X link, and there's my Instagram. I really don't mess around with Instagram. I just have the link there. I think Instagram is a bunch of communist pieces of shit. But, because it's Meta, and I can't stand those guys. I think they're just scum of the earth with their stupid fact check labels that are basically a bunch of lie Marxist pieces of garbage who put these fake labels on content that goes against Zuck's political viewpoint, which I believe is hardcore left Marxist. But the other ones were good to go. Yeah, right on, Life Under. So anyways, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to save, because we never know when the thought police are going to take down this channel. That's 121,000 views we got tonight, guys. Imagine if each one of those viewers would have thrown me $1. That means that after a couple of shows, I would have enough money to retire from my day job and do this job full time. So think about that. That's pretty awesome. And I'm working towards that goal, because if I could do this full time, I believe that I could save this country myself. Less than 3% of our population participated in the revolution. Remember that, actively participated in the fighting. And I'm one of those guys that would have done it. And so you guys coming on this show, you motivate the crap out of me. And I definitely am excited to keep coming back because of the love you show my channel. And with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to save. And Semper Fi, do or die.